Hello? Okay, now you can hear me. So, we're about to go somewhere crazy with this stream. I just need your patience because I need to make my auto mod better. Settings, chatter permissions, auto mod, view advanced settings. It needs to be level 2. I don't know how to set it to level 2. There we go. It is now level 2. I will now go to the campaigns because this stream is sponsored by the Furious. I'm gonna talk about what that means. I promise it's fucking awesome. You guys need to be ready. When the millisecond I saw this available, I was over the moon. I'm so happy. Start with this stream is sponsored by the Furious. Get tickets now. Express interest in I've already seen the film and we'll talk about it. Don't badmouth the brand and or talk or compare to competitors. Bring guests to stream. Drink, smoke, or make use of explicit language and excessive swearing. It's a kung fu movie. People get punched in half. Talk about any current events, political events, gun violence, or news in general. Talk about or compare to use copyright material during your sponsored stream, such as copyrighted music, TV, movie, or other video content. Well, I'll try. I want $30 from this company. They're going to give it to me because I've watched their movie and it's awesome. I watched this movie and it's awesome. So select the start button. You will have up to 5 minutes to read the brand's message. During this time, a sponsored overlay will appear on your stream that viewers may click to visit the brand's website. So I'm gonna wait for more people to get in here because I do want to spread the mind virus of this movie as hard as possible. So I think we're gonna start with a couple dolls, while people filter in, and then we'll do the ad read, and then I'll play some things about the movie that will hopefully make you interested in watching it. It's great. It's a great movie with a beverage or treats, and that's what I recommend. A lot of that, and it makes the movie really good. It's a very fun movie. Remember when you talked about the straight pride flag last week? Yes, I remember. What about it? Oh my god, did I prophesy something? No way, this is real! This is not real, is it? Someone posted this. Who would do that? Who would post that online? I'm surrounded by crazy people. Listen, guys, I'm gonna mute the music entirely. I don't think I can have music for the sponsored stream, but if you want to listen along, the song that I am actually listening to will still be up here. And also, if you just want to listen to your own music, you can do that this stream. That'll be the compromise while we're sponsored by The Furious. I promise this is a very good gag. Oh, my webcam froze. That's not normal. Ah! Okay, we're good. So let's do some Spellify. The fuck is a really weird line of text up here. WHENEVERU. ENCHAMEN. Okay, so this is an enchantment. Wow, what a weird card. If anything, that should make it easier to identify. The For music, just use Maldhound's looping 90-second track. I can't use Maldhound's track. Maldhound got that for him to use. That's like if he stole my Twink Fit. That's if like he stole my hairline. You know, it's like just not fair. Whoa. I didn't know I could drag assets onto the OBS. That's cool. If they're curious. Okay. I don't believe overalls are inherently twink. No. That's not what I was implying at all. If a NONCREATE. Nope. This one's tough. Oh, I got it. Baked Pie. Thank you for getting a deck review for next week or Tuesday. I'm not sure which one you got. Thought Dave. Yeah, there's no Saga type. You still have 2 casts to deliver for the Furious. Yes, I know. Don't worry. I've already done this, and then this I still have to do. Okay. Twitch is yelling at me for not doing the ad read yet. I have a whole hour to do the task. Grow up. It's 5 minutes. WHENEVERU. Whenever I'm just gonna plug an E in here. Yeah, it's none of the omens. What the hell is happening, chat? So this is B, right? It has to be B. There's just no... All will be one. Grow up. It's an artifact. So it's an artifact. We know this to be true. This isn't Target. Oh, yeah, it's probably just Ghost Vacuum. Okay. That one wasn't on me, someone typed it in the chat. Let's go to Scrandle. Dude, free hot dog bun or bacon cheese fries. Free hot dog bun. Burgers and kebabs. Pulled pork and gravy. Free? I know. I can give you free dog shit. Are you going to take it over the fucking $5 cheesy chips with the fucking bacon on top? Would you rather pay get the Costco hot dog meal or me give you a free hot dog bun? Anyway, I'm going with the burger and kebabs. These are both okay. Loaded chips or fish and chip buddy. It's hard to beat loaded chips, but these fries look really bad. These fries do not look good. They look dry. Seoul birdie sub hot dog. Well, this is Asian food, so it's gonna win. Big Daddy hot dog or Bluebird burger. This has like growths on it. I don't care if you stamped your bun with your tramp stamp, dude. It's just like it's ugly. Pork gyro. That's just like so easy. Gilroy guard flyers and mac and cheese. It's probably mac and cheese. Got a little bit even. Okay, sounds good. Hot dog or burger? With Coke. Honestly, I'll take the burger. This hot dog does look good. But I do think it's a burger. I don't do breakfast burgers. Can't do it. That's a me thing. Oh. Disgusting. I'm surprised because pies typically lose to burger, even if that burger did look gross. Okay, guys, I'm so excited. I'm gonna do the ad read. Are you ready? Click the start button. Okay, here we go. Hang on, someone's like hammering on my wall. Okay, everything's fine. Hey, I'm just gonna make sure that maintenance is about to like explode us. We'll be right back. Maybe maintenance is knocking. That's what I'm hearing. So for full transparency, chat, I'm getting paid $34 to read this to you all. How generous. All right, I'm going to click on the start streamer read ad button. Get ready for this. This segment is sponsored by The Furious. After the daughter of Wang Wei, Zhe Mao, is kidnapped by a criminal network and he receives no help from the corrupt police, Wei sets out on a rampage to find her himself. His only ally is Navin, Joe Taslim. Sorry, I'm bad at pronouncing names. A relentless journalist whose wife has mysteriously disappeared. Fueled by a furious vengeance, the unlikely duo ruthlessly fights against the kidnappers in this explosive martial arts showdown. One of the best action films of the decade! Directed by renowned choreographer Kenji Tanigaki, and from the producer behind Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, The Furious is a culmination of martial arts action genre, with early viewers calling the film an instant masterpiece. It is. It is. With a stacked cast of experienced fighters, The Furious goes all out and delivers a non-stop storm of violence, face-melting, brutal, and innovative fights to make for an instant classic that over-delivers on sheer adrenaline and crowd-pleasing ferocity. Fans of martial arts cinema are in for an adrenaline-fueled theatrical experience that over-delivers on brutal, crowd-pleasing kills. Don't miss The Furious, out on theaters Friday. Okay, guys, I want to play a trailer for this movie. I need to find a good one, because it's very hard to capture this film's beauty. It's very hard to capture. I think we've watched the trailer already on stream. So I got to make sure that my music stops playing so that way it doesn't come through. So here's the desktop audio is now unmuted. We're going to watch the Furious trailer together. I just want you guys to like absorb this. I hope the Furious trailer is good. No. No, the trailer presents a different movie than what it's like. Why are you like? Because the movie fills me with so much joy. Dude, this fight's so fun. I laughed my ass off when that happened in the theater. That shit was so cool. Yeah, it fucking drives a bike through like a line of people. So I've already watched this film. I watched this before there was an ad read for it on Twitch. I would watch this film 100% of the time. This is awesome. They gave away all the fights in the trailer? No, they didn't. There's some funny fights in this movie that are just... I don't think I stopped laughing while watching this movie. Legitimately. The Ultron deck you edited for me is doing great, but I added vibranium cards from the Wakanda Precon. I don't even know what that means, dog. If you like the raid, you'll love the Furious. Probably. I don't know. I haven't seen the raid, but like, all I know is standalone. The Furious is an awesome movie. It was very fun to watch. Yeah, it's a very good Kung Fu movie. And if you know what you're getting into... Okay. That's the ad read. We're done. Yeah, I read the beautiful talking points. I watched a beautiful trailer. The ad read is over. I think the overlay stays on forever. Or it's just for an hour. I see. Is the overlay on for you all? Am I going nuts? Did I just give them a free ad read without doing all the proper steps? No, it says sponsor of the Furious. Okay, great. Anyway, well, that's done now. I think. Do I have to click anything? I still have one task for the Furious. Stream for at least 1 hour with the... Okay, yeah. So I'm 21 minutes into having the skin turned on. Okay, great. My beautiful webcam stopped working. I don't know why my webcam keeps flickering like that. Anyway, the Furious, you need to have friends. You should not watch it alone. And also, you should have a beverage of some sort. And maybe a little more. And then the movie becomes awesome. Just say it. I'm not going to specify what I mean by that, generally speaking, but all I'm saying is I would heavily recommend it. Anyway, we have deck reviews to do, so let's get into those. Ooh. Oh my, if my webcam keeps flickering, we're going to go to PNG tuber mode. Okay. I gave the movie like 3.5, 4 out of 5. Like, it was something crazy on Letterboxd. It was that. I had a great time. Listen to me, so sweet. The rest is sugar free. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, great. Deck reviews on my Furious stream? I know, it's crazy. Only on probably early, so feel free to do it without me. Do we have Will here? Is Will here? Very awkward stage. By the way, I know the music isn't audible. That's just because it's a sponsored stream. So for this first hour or so, I don't think I'm allowed to have it on. I don't know the specifics. Okay, so we don't have Will. So I'm just going to move that to the back. If you're not here, I'll move it to the back. I'll be there for the stream. Morgan. Do we have Morgan? Did you see the new colorless land that makes Power Stone tokens? I know about it because I was watching Mald's pre-con reviews a little bit. But I mean, that's cool. I'm not interested in it unless it makes like a Power Stone when it enters and it's like really broken. But if it's like pay 5 mana, tap, make a Power Stone, I'm just whatever. Miss me with that. Elk, is there a schedule to when the free deck reviews are returning? Because at the moment that happens, you're getting a Killian. Okay, so the free deck review stream, here's how I'm going to do it. It's still going to be channel points. It's going to be 45K. And it's going to be towards the end of each month. I'm going to have maybe 2 days for it each month. And it's just going to be an entire day of free deck reviews where people can just redeem their points and stuff. And then we'll keep doing that until people run out. And then maybe we'll do like an impromptu music stream once we run out of decks to review. So like the first one, we might have like 6 or so deck reviews. We'll call it there. That's like a normal stream length. Next one, we might only have 2. And so we'll just do music stream for the rest of that. And then movie night stream. I would have to have like the timer up here, like source the movie yourself. And then we'd watch it together and fucking laugh, I guess. I don't know. You can watch public domain movies. True, I guess you could. Yeah. You could do public domain or YouTube free movies. Do like a film class in here with like fucking American Psycho or something, just like some like old classic, or not American Psycho, sorry, Psycho, etc. Dominici, thank you for getting a deck review. I don't know if that's for Sunday or Tuesday, but the Furious movie night, dude, that might happen in the Discord, but I don't know about in here. But the Furious was legitimately very good. The Furious, it was good. If you know what you want. And hopefully me and my audience are aligned here when it comes to films. If you know what you're getting into, it's very good. So do we have Morgan? Sorry, Morgan? We don't have Morgan, I guess. I'll push Morgan to the back. Fokino, yeah. E is in Pokemon. Oh, a Mac, GG. You are Morgan. Okay, so we're going to do Morgan's, and then Fokino, you're next up on deck. Say cheese. It's Alesha. I will be in the stream. Deck's game plan is to do a Mardu aggro strategy to pressure life totals while finding pieces like Virtuous and Unstoppable Slasher to start killing. First commander I really wanted to try to build myself since she's trans-based. She's a lot of fun too. I love Alesha. I was trying to stay away from more typical Alesha cards like Murderous Redcap for an infinite loop. The game plan is shaky as is. I might have to go in. So we could stay away from combo stuff if we want to do like the on combat damage hit stuff. That's totally fine. I have a very good vision for what I want this deck to look like. Okay, so Smile at Death is thematic. Is it good? No, it's not. In fact, it's anti-synergistic in a lot of ways, where it's like, oh, return up to 2 target creature cards. Power 2 or less. They're on the battlefield now. Alesha can't use them when they're on the battlefield, which is problematic. I love the Meek attack. Do you have the card? Okay, I'm surprised that you want to play with Unstoppable Slasher and Virtuous the Veiled, but you're not playing the classic, the iconic, the original. Sack them? Yeah, I guess, but that's not what we're doing. Sack them makes me want to move more towards combo, which we don't want to do. I mean, I guess we can run some sack cards, but we'll get into that. I don't know. I just don't like Smile at Death because it's 5 mana. Okay, I've paid 5 mana for this thing. And it turns fucking Disenchant into a time walk or like a time stop. It skips your turn. People said it was mean. Master of Cruelties is mean. But if you're, do you know what else is mean? Comboing them. Also, every creature can already be returned by Alesha. I don't know why we're doing the Karmic Guide stuff. Karmic Guide is a combo card, or it's a card that lets you reanimate something that you couldn't normally reanimate. It's not that good. It's just like a object. Anyway, I love Master of Cruelties. It's, honestly, it's kind of their fault if they die to it, but we can sideboard that card if you're not interested in running it. Happy to see Starfield Shepherd. You know what's up. Good to see Giver and Mother. Also not a fan of Priest of Fell Rites. Once again, it's just kind of spinning the wheels, right? Where you bring it back and then it sacks itself. You're basically paying 3 life for a middleman. I think I'm less interested in Grand Abolisher and Voice of Victory without combo. I think Gao is just too bad of a payoff in a 40 life format, right? This is triggering once a turn, it does 3, then 4, then 5. Maybe that's fine. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like that much damage. There's way better options than Tormenting Voice. I'm going to put Brotherhood's End in. Oh, not Brotherhood's End, sorry. Bitter Reunion. There we go. When it enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. That puts things in graveyard for Alesha to reanimate. Also, 1 mana, sack it, give Alesha haste. Right. Or give whatever you need haste. Just so infinitely better. Swords, Village Rites. I think I'd just rather have removal on a creature. There's better ways to make Alesha protected while attacking. Okay. So, first thought is, if we are having life totals, I would like a Bloodletter Baklazats in here. Alesha can return it. It makes Unstoppable Slasher into a combo, which is kind of fun. I don't know. It's just kind of cool to have a Wound Reflection. You have an Urborg, so you can cast it relatively easily. There's a lot going for it. I'm surprised not to see Lazotep Quarry. So I do want to get a little Sand Scout action going on. Why the fuck is that card 2 power? I don't know. Take it up with Wizards of the Coast, dog. I don't know if I believe in Witch's Cottage here. We just have so much already in terms of recursion. So we're going to do Lazotep Quarry. Sand Scout. Arid Archway. Type Desert. Life. If near dead lands, Ramen Up Ruins. Peacekeeper's so funny. I just don't like Peacekeeper. Like, this is not conducive to the game plan we want, right? It's a fog loop. Yes, I know. I know what it does. This is like, would you, like, yes, it makes creatures can't attack when it enters. Here's the issue with Peacekeeper. We attack with Alesha. We bring back Peacekeeper. We are killing our opponents in 3 damage chunks and doing nothing else. Can we please think? Can we please think? What's wrong with this? Because there's a lot wrong with this. Like, it doesn't further the game plan at all. Are we going to sit there for 60 turns and make none of our opponents are going to draw any out to this? Right? It's just not... It's not conducive to winning. It's cute. It's funny. It just doesn't move the game plan forward. I would like to give you Kabira Takedown. Okay. From here... Master of Cruelty's already right here. We've talked about it already. So there's Break Through the Line. I just want you guys to read this card. I'm going to give you all a second to read it. Let me know when we're done reading this card. Alesha's 3 power, but works with the others. Neat. Yeah, no. So there's this thing in Magic called don't put all your eggs in one basket. In fact, that's just life. So this lets you play the game even when Drannith Magistrate is permanently in play. Okay. This is a very nice budget card. No. It's not Nahir's Resolve. Machinations? Yes. Being of common turn, target creature you control is indestructible until end of turn. This one. Right. And normally I wouldn't add one of these cards when we already have Giver, Mother, way to tutor those up. But Giver, Mother actually stacks with this rather nicely, where this lets you attack with Alesha guilt-free, and then Giver, Mother act as actual protection cards for instant speed removal and stuff. What about Charming Scoundrel? Charming Scoundrel is fine. I like that it's a discard outlet. I think I'd prefer Insolent Neonate. Right. This is a discard outlet that's tutorable by your Starfield Shepherd. It is recurable with Alesha if you need to get a new big monster in the graveyard. I don't know. I'm a big fan of Insolent Neonate. Technically, you could do Masked Meower instead, but I think I do like the word Menace more than I like Haste. What about a prepared creature? Yeah, we can look at prepared really quick. Yeah, Neonate's really hot. All the Ravnican vampires. Insolent Neonate isn't from Ravnica. It's from Innistrad. Innistrad. I was about to say, Ravnica vampires are chopped, dog. Ravnica vampires are kind of low-key chopped. There's something I don't like about this one. No, yeah, no, that tracks. Balustrade Spy is kind of good looking though. Yeah, he has it going on. Although he does kind of have the old man kind of face going on. You know what I mean? Okay, Child of Night's cooking. Yeah, but most of them look like Duskmantle Seer, right? Fucking Moroi. Mirko's fine. Pitiless Pontiff is... Pitiless Pontiff does sound counter to my theorem. But when I was thinking about chopped vampires, I was thinking about like Night Veil Predator. Like, this guy's not it. I don't know. Generally speaking, I think the Ravnican vampires are a little chopped. There's some exceptions to this rule, mostly in the Orzhov. But the Mir vampires, Trot is the only exception. Okay. Wait, hang on, wait. Is the most attractive character in Magic Lazav? Because Lazav can just straight up look like whatever they want to look like. You know what I mean? I guess then it just boils down to personality. Right? If we're factoring in personality, Lazav is the worst partner on Earth. Are we changing the Discord? What does this mean, Fokino? So Sakashima, I guess. Yeah, Sakashima. Sakashima seems a lot more well put together than Lazav. Lazav is terrifying. Lazav is so scary. Indulging Patrician has seen some of the horniest magic art I've seen for a vampire. I guess. Is he just copying whoever's prettiest, though? I guess. I don't know. In my mind, I'm like, shapeshifters can just kind of look whatever they want to look like, but maybe they do have to copy someone. All right, y'all know when in these attack kind of decks, I do love my Mizium Mortars. I do love my Woods of Abandon. These are cheap, flexible removal spells. You can use them very early and very cheaply. Just get rid of that one random annoying card. But then late game, you can pay 6 mana and basically one-sided board clear for both of these. These are both very nice to have in a deck that cares about combat and swinging out and combat damage triggers. Just being able to go like no chump blocking. Damage your actual blocker down to the point where we'll trade if you want to block. Fix what's broken. With exact... Okay, yeah, this is the exact mana value one. Listen, I'm going to just be entirely honest. I think it is a huge misstep to put any recursion in this deck beyond Chthonian Nightmare. I think Chthonian Nightmare should be your only recursion spell. Reanimate gets away with it because it's Reanimate. Yeah, I'm happy to see no other... I'd maybe go with like a... if you wanted to add one more, it'd be Lively Dirge. Because this is 5 mana Bloodletter of Aclazotz, which is awesome. But it's also just Entomb for 3 mana. It's okay. You're your best. It's most people don't watch my videos. Most of my viewers don't watch my videos. That one got exceptionally low views. The art video makes me so sad. Anyway, I would not keep this hand, although it does cast Alesha. Yeah, we just have too many black spells. We can't cast them. This is keepable though. Serra Ascendant. Shock him, Blood Crypt, attack with Serra Ascendant. I guess we should compare a takedown instead then. I thought this was the protection spell, Sejiri Shelter, but it isn't. So there's no point in holding it up. So here you go, Lauren. Swing with Alesha. Attack trigger. You may pay... So we're going to sack Lauren. And then pay 2 to bring Lauren back. You get to just double blow up artifact and enchantment here. Love you, Phyrexian Tower. Shoutouts. Was that the game show one? Pretty good. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Buried alive. Bloodletter. Slasher. Third thing. I guess we could do FOMO. FOMO feels like a good utility card. Attack with Alesha. Sack Lauren. Return Unstoppable Slasher. Tapped and attacking you. Game shows, the reason why they're not happening anymore and why I decided to stop at 3. 3 just feels like a good number. 2, it is impossible to schedule those things, and it's a lot of work for what ends up being either the video does very well. The first two did very well, and I made a lot of money off of them, which made them worth it. But the third video made me realize, man, if I pour all this work hours into this and then it flops, it's bad. Like it's a very bad return on investment, which is just the sad truth about it. Like at the end of the day, it is job. I don't have infinite time to make those, and I don't have infinite money. So, yeah, sad fact of the matter. Hang on, tap differently. 1, 2. Is this a behind the scenes deck? Is that the name of a card? Oh, yeah, this has already been... I removed this from the deck. Much prefer Breakthrough the Line. Breakthrough the Line makes it so they can't be blocked, period. I don't need Saprolings fucking up my shit when I swing with 2 power creatures with combat drama triggers, right? To love. Yeah, I'm happy to look at your 99 waste deck. Read the description below if you want to get a deck review and send in your 99 waste deck. I'm more than happy to look at it. I'm the commander, so make that 100 waste. Oh, that's cool. Mill 3 cards. Sigrid's cool. That's fun. I put my newest deck in for the 20th since it has some Marvel cards. Yeah, don't worry about it. We're going to have a Marvel card deck today, so... You got me into MDG, thank you. Oh, wow. Happy to hear. Yeah, I'll keep this. It has a tutor. It's going to do what we want it to. The attack's always free on turn 4, basically. Alesha is super duper safe, generically speaking. The 3 power first strike is just absurd. She basically always gets through for her first swing, sometimes her first 2 swings. Ooh. My knee's been really messing me up. I need to do my stretches. What would you cut for Master of Cruelties? Probably just Black Cat or something. Some random ass value creature. Black Cat begs you to have a long game. Master of Cruelties begs you to have a short game. They're just kind of not comparable in the same deck. So I'd probably just swap those. If you ever want to put the Cruelties in. You could also take something out like Toxic Deluge. This is another card that bids for a slow game, and Master Cruelties really, really wants a fast game. This is your technology for when you want a deck that, like, it's the last game of the night. Have you considered Abigail? Ooh, Abigail's a fun card with low power. Yeah, I agree. We should run Abigail. When Abigail enters, up to 1 target creature loses all abilities. Put a flying counter, a first strike counter, and a lifelink counter on that creature. That's just funny. You have your end step. Each player may discard card. I see. It's okay. Really love that card. This card's cute. I don't know. It's just not that good. It's fine. I think looting your opponents is a very dangerous proposition. I think I'm just going to cut Black Cat for the Abigail. I'm not going to lie. I don't know where else to bring this because I do just feel like this is just going to get there already. Drop. Tap land. Or actually command tower. Insolent Neonate. Discard a card. Sacrifice this. Draw a card. One, two. Discard Slasher. Discard Ramunap Ruins. Urborg. 1, 2, 3. Alesha. Next turn. Dink. White, black. Slasher. Kabir takedown. Deal 2 damage to your Aethersworn Canonist or whatever the fuck's annoying me. Right? Your birds, your whatever. What about Soul of Eternity? That card doesn't work how you want it to, Rothak. Since it has a star in the graveyard, any creature with a star in the graveyard tracks its power in the graveyard. It's just a dumb huge guy. Yes, you cannot return it with Alesha. But huge guy, you can't return it with Alesha. I'm shaking you violently. No, you're right. Huge guy. We should add Soul of Eternity in. My fault. No, you're right. Huge guy. You're so correct. My fault. Didn't mean to lose my temper. I'm normal. It belongs in the deck. Here, it's such a powerful card. We're gonna put it next to the Master of Cruelty. So it's just too strong for the deck. I think I was thinking about like Flare of whatever the hell. But Elk, I only hear you people refer to you as Elk. Do you have a name? Yeah, I go by a few names. I feel like most people do. What about Sewer Nemesis? Name yourself. Sewer Nemesis is interesting. You still can't return it. Because that has a power based off of number of cards in the chosen players. Oh, so it's a 0/0 in your graveyard. Ooh, that is interesting. I think I like this more than the other one like this. Siegfried. I like this more than Siegfried. So secondarily, I typed all this before getting the response. Great. But yeah, Sewer Nemesis is part of a cycle. Sawhorn. When this creature enters, choose a player. If a source would deal damage to the chosen player or a permanent they control, it deals double that damage. It's a 2-power creature. Guys, think about it. Think about it. It's a damage doubler you can return. It's so bad. It's not good. It is funny. Is this the cycle True Name Nemesis is in? Yes, it's True Name Nemesis, Sewer Nemesis, Sawhorn Nemesis. I don't think there's another Nemesi. Nemesi? The white one is Elspeth. And the green one is Nemesis of Mortals. These are the last two in the cycle, guys. No, we only have Sewer, Sawhorn, True Name. I'm not going to lie. I'm low-key just like, we should just remove a card at random from the deck. Because we are at the point where it's like every card is either funny or good. And that makes it very hard to cut things. Tell you what, we're going to cut the reanimate. I just don't think it's required. Chthonian Nightmare is just the better card. I'll just cut a land. It's fine. No. We're out with reanimate. Get out of here. Although it is a fun game plan to go like Walls of Bossing, say reanimated on like turn 2 with like a fucking Faithless Looting. Ugh. Draw. Command Tower. Giver. Sundown Pass. Tapped. Or I guess you just do Sacred Foundry at that point. Break through the line. Sundown Pass. A Lesher. Next turn. So close to greatness here. But we do have the mana to go Virtuous, break through the line, have your life total. MODOK already considered. We'll look. I haven't seen much of the new Marvel cards. This enters tapped. Or so I guess we don't play that land. So now here you can go 1-2, discard Sewer Nemesis, draw a card. 1-2 after attacking with Alesha and Virtuous. Return Sewer Nemesis. Maybe Virtuous gets blocked. Oh no, the horror. Whatever will we do? If my deck sucks, then yours must blow harder than a jet engine. Delira, we can workshop that one. Delara, rather, excuse me. But welcome to the YouTube stream. What felt... so someone recommended MODOK from Marvel. Let's read this card. Flying Lifelink, pay 3 life, MODOK Connives. And it does like a little Karavak action, but only one-sided. Knight of Souls Betrayal, kind of. This card seems pretty good. I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely good. I'll just leave it up to you if you want a Marvel card like that in your deck or not. Did you see how fruity the Moldoc Skull Clamp flavor text is? No. Let's read. Let's sit our white ass down and listen. Is this not on Scryfall yet? No, here we go. When Nodok plays head games, he always comes out on top. So how's this fruity? Or do you just mean it's like quirky? Because it's definitely quirky. Oh, I guess. I don't know. I feel like that's a stretch. Head game's top. I get it. I think it's a little... it's too much of a stretch, right? Anyway. Oh, I feel so bad. Whenever a deck review's short like this, I just feel awful. Because I'm like, I think this is just done. Like, does anyone have any fun low power beaters? Because legitimately, I think all of them are already in. Six lol. 6 is in green. He's green though. Why? Why would you recommend it then? I spent 2 weeks on this. I'm glad it's solid already. Yeah, no, I think this is a perfect example of like what a non-combo Alesha looks like. Hi, Elk. I want to apologize. I realized I hadn't subbed. Thank you for your content. You're nice to listen to while I'm at lunch. Have a great day. Have a nice work day, etc. I'm happy that you find some joy in my videos and such. You'd always use a Thalia. He's my baby. 6 more like 7. Okay. Chat's being very helpful. I do like the Thalia recommendation. We could also do like an Archon of Emeria. Stop having fun. Quit it. No more fun. Fun is foreboding. Now that's what I like to hear. Spirit of the Lab. Spirit of the Lab is 3 power. A little too powerful. But it is a nice wombo combo with Lauren. Hi, Nerdin. Gosh, I feel so bad because literally the last 3 days I've been trying to write a script for a video, and I'll start writing a script. I think I've started 4 scripts and just given up halfway through. I'm just unable to produce anything. No Revelar Comic Card. We are trying to do non-combo Alesha. The moment you put those 2 in, it's combo Alesha. You can't do that. So yeah, no, I'm not missing out on Revelar Karma Card. I know what the combo is. That's not the point of the deck. Academy Rector and Overwhelming Splendor. That would be very funny. But I don't know. The bricks wouldn't be that bad because you do have looting in the deck, but maybe Victimize out. I'm going to cut Grand Abolisher. I think Voice of Victory is fine enough because of Chthonian Nightmare stuff. You could like Chthonian Nightmare away the tokens. That's kind of cute. I do think Grand Abolisher isn't required. And the reason is silence effects are very good for combo decks, but when it's a grindy value mid-range deck that's more stable than a combo deck, you just don't need the counterspell protection. Shrieking Mog is funny, Nerdian. The issue is with Shrieking Mog and Peacekeeper and all these other cards that prevent attacking and blocking. Alesha chipping in for 3 damage at a time is not conducive to winning the game. You need to be bringing back like Unstoppable Slasher and stuff to kill people. Like, it's bringing back Shrieking Mog every turn, bringing back Peacekeeper every turn is just spinning the wheels. It is not progressing the game at all. Which, not a fan. Shrieking Mog is a protection spell. Yes, insofar as it protects Alesha while she's attacking, but you don't get to bring back multiple things with Alesha. If you have brought back Shrieking Mog is what you have brought back. And I know you could bring back other attacking creatures, but ideally you're just sacking and bringing back the same thing every time, right? Rebuying ETBs, stuff like that. Is Evereth too slow for what the deck wants? I don't like that Evereth is only as a sorcery. There is an argument to be made for her. I just activate only as a sorcery, kind of just, I'm off it. Yawgmoth do one other sack outlet. Yawgmoth would be very good. You are right. Yeah. I mean, it's just kind of non-negotiable, right? I was like, damn, Yawgmoth's $58, but that's not Yawgmoth. Does Elturel Survivors work? Let's see. Because you're not going to get the first Myriad. When Alesha brings it back tapped and attacking, you don't get the Myriad. This would also not work the first time it's in play. It would be swinging as a 0/4 when Alesha brings it back at first. And then... Oh, no, as long as this creature's attacking. It's not whenever this creature attacks. So, yeah, no, this would work. But this wouldn't. Anyway, Yoggers Poggers, welcome to the deck. Damn, $35 now. When did I buy my Yawgmoth? I'm doing a quick... Oh, no, I would have to log into TCG Player. It's been so long since I've opened it. Does it remember me? Why is this fucking bright white? Order history. Placed. Why can't I do all time? Yawgmoth. You can only sort by year of order. This sucks. TCG Player, get on your shit. For real. This website reeks. They're too busy blowing up their unions to have a good website. I'm sorry, do I just have no order history? I guess all order history has gotten cleared for TCG player because I just do not see anything. Eddie from Fallout. Arcbound. Arcbound for what? Card market stays on top. Card market's a little expensive. And I'm also not European, so that's a double whammy. Personally, I use Redacted. They won't sponsor me, so I'm not going to give them free promo, but I use Redacted. When they decide they want to send me money, I'll start talking about them for real. Anyway, I think this deck's about done. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for sending in a deck that's mostly normal. All right, Fokino, as promised, you are next up. Are you still here? I like Mana Pool. No comment. I refuse to give free promotions to things. Hello. Hi, Fokino. All right. Take advantage of powerful lands that sack themselves. Peat Bog, Hickory, Woodlot, Hatchery, and recur them as ramp. Use as much of creature-based interaction as possible. Dump all of my lands in my graveyard. Swarm the table with Worm Harvest, Luluin, or just ping the table down with mill triggers. Lands that have never been reprinted, City of Traders, or non-creature spells that can't be placed from the graveyard. That's our restrictions. Or the non-creature spells that can't be played from the graveyard. I see. The deck can install a reasonable board, or it can explode with tokens. Last game I resolved Culling Ritual, got 40 mana and played my entire graveyard and didn't win. I want this to be a home for Fumulus Worm Harvest that keeps the graveyard tidy until it's going for a win. Okay. I can help you out majorly. So I do like Worm Harvest. And I do like Luluin. I do like Analyze the Pollen. Bone Splitters is just not it. So it does feel like you should have a Traverse as well. The Ulvenwald. Because you are going to get Delirium. You mill so much. We should get a black Mizzium Mortars that's like 1 in a black sorcery. Target creature gets -4/-4. Target creature you don't control gets -4/-4. And then you can overload it for 6 to give all opponents' creatures -4/-4. I always find Deadbridge Chant to be way too slow. Okay, Crawling Sensation. Those are both fine, actually. I think we could trim a forest. Just IMO. Okay. Little expensive for what it does. Okay. Crippling Fear is the card itself. Crippling Fear's already in, dog. I don't know what you're on about. So Worse Languish. No. What? So I don't know if you heard what I said. I want a Mizium Mortars black card. Mizium Mortars doesn't hit your own creatures. It's one-sided. So, worst language is wholly incorrect. Also, you could use it for cheaper, even if it was languish. I don't like Milliken. Milliken's always too slow. I know it is a different card type for Delirium, but... Oh, dude, you have Gene. I fucking love that guy. Okay, number 1. Do we have Dakmor Salvage? No. That's impressive to me. Don't touch my Molt Tender. Why would I cut, like, one of the best insects in your deck? Dakmor Salvage. Enters tapped. Tap, add black. Dredge 2. Dredge 2? Don't know if you know this. Very good with Retrace. Very good with Retrace. Is Springheart and a 2-go not in? Oh my god. Springheart's nuts. Okay. Springheart should be in. Next. Get ready for this. Behold. Your queen. She's $8 now? Holy fuck. But still, she's super worth it. She is very hard to cast. We're going to have to make the mana base work for this, but this is... If we're going to run one non-insect creature, this is it. I have dreamed of a deck where I can cast Worm Harvest with Iara in play. Dreamed of it. We could also make it work if we run one Urborg. She might be the last woman in Magic with a boob window. Does she have a boob window? Oh. Wait, hot damn? For real? I never noticed. Can you tell I'm gay? Yeah! Okay, you can see it clearly here. Oh, mama. Oh, I'm not going to put Cabal Coffers in. I'm putting Urborg in because I don't know if you've seen Iara, but she has black, black, black as her mana cost. That makes it very hard to cast her. I think Cabal Coffers is straight up a bad card in a lot of decks. There's these fucking freaks. Sorry if you're one of these fucking freaks. 3 or 4 color decks and you put Cabal Coffers in it, you are ill. You have a problem. Anyway, Urborg. Cabal's only good in mono black. Yes, it can also be good in 2-color decks if you're like splashing the other color. Like if a deck is like 10% red and like 90% black, I would consider Cabal Coffers Urborg for it. But generally speaking, yes, I agree. I think Cabal Coffers should be a mono black card. I think we'll do something like this, maybe. I don't know if I like the Ghost Quarter. I definitely don't like... Oh, Lotus Field makes sense, though. I actually kind of like it here. You're right, you're right. When you're right, you're right. I don't know if I like Mirror Pool. Seems a bit much. So Fabled Passage should be in. Are we good to spend money on a Prismatic Vista? I'm just asking, because it looks like you don't like off-color fetches that much. I mean, you have the Outlook and stuff, but like, we're good to spend money on Prismatic Vista. We're okay to spend 36. What I like about these fetch lands is they work really well with Zask, of course. They also work incredibly well with oh my god, my brain's fried. They also work incredibly well with the worm harvest and stuff. But also they work with Mazarek, which is really important. Right? So there's just so many layers to that where I'm just like, I think we want to be running as many fetch lands as possible. Yeah, no, I'm down not to run every single, like, I get there's an aesthetic reason not to run every fetch land and stuff. But I do want to get it to as close as every in color fetch land as we can get. Fading away. Insidious Roots. Okay. I think you need to be a token deck primarily for Insidious Roots to work out really well, and you need to have a mana sink. I don't think this deck has a mana sink. I'm willing to be wrong about this, chat. So please talk me into running like Insidious Roots or Enduring Vitality or etc. I think we already have Vitality. Is Living Roots better, or Insidious Roots better? I don't know. They both are in here already? Oh, they are. I mean, I think they're fine. There are, like I said, I'm willing to be wrong about this. I want to play test with them. Oh no. Put in your graveyard from your library. Okay, each opponent loses 1 life. Bring back Springheart. Broker's Hideout. Wait, whoa. Whoa, Nelly. 1, 2. Springheart Nantuko on Stinging Cave Crawler. Broker's Hideout. Dink. Forest. 2 insects. Millicard. Okay, there's Mazarek. That's very good. 1, 2, 3. Each opponent loses 3 life. We can pay 1 to get our land drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's no reason to second insect. We're gonna just keep it. Worm Harvest. So 1, 2, 3, 4 land cards. So we get 4 insects here, 4 worms. And then this turn is when we go ham. We also got another insect token from Springheart. Because you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mazarek, Urborg, insect. Tap, sack, insect. Counter, 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 counter. And then combat, you like swing at someone. This feels pretty good. I think I want a Skull Clamp in this deck if we don't have it already. I think Altar Dimension is so strong though. I mean, I think I like it more than Ashnod's Altar. Because we do make a lot of 1/1s and turning those into card draw is kind of important. And here's my second reason for why Skull Clamp's very good. It's because Worm Harvest is like actually low-key kind of card disadvantageous. You want to hit your land drop every turn in this deck, I feel like. Up until about 7 or 8. And before then, if you are pitching land drops to Worm Harvest, you are going down cards, or you're going down lands. So being able to turn the worms into cards is so vital, I feel like. Because there's that last game where we played Urborg as a land for turn. We could have retraced Worm Harvest if we had extra card flow, which is what Skullclamp gives you. The artifacts are the bits I shuffle the most. I think these three are your final stop. Do not do anything here unless you're willing to cut Sol Ring, which isn't like an insane thing to do in my opinion. I do think you need a white at the Reliquary too. Right. Sack a creature, search your library for a card, put it on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Whoa! A raid. Chuki, thank you for the raid. In case you don't know who I am, I'm 3-3 Elk. I do deck reviews for Commander stuff. You can also send in Brawl decks if you want to. You can give me cubes. I'll look at cubes too. There's a lot of things you can do. Drop a follow if you like gay people. It's Pride Month. If you don't follow, you're homophobic. And yeah, you can see all the info on the coffee here. You can also get a free deck review if you watch for long enough. I'm so used to watching your YouTube. Yeah, well, welcome. I have a Twitch stream every Tuesday and Sunday. Sometimes there's bonus streams sprinkled in when I'm not fucking out of my mind, fucking distracted and insane like I have been recently. Anyway, I don't like 3-Tree City. Can I get this out of the way? I just don't really like that card for what feels like kind of a Pox deck. I kind of want more fetchables, so I'm going to add another basic forester with Thran Quarry. I get that Thran Quarry sacrifices itself. I do just want more things that Riveteer's Outlook gets, because we are running, like, Ice Till and Zask, right? Whoa, but this is a Kinder's deck, is it not? Yes, but what big mana play are we making with 3-Tree City that we're supremely interested in? Because there's Living Hive and Giant Ankeg. These cards are not worth playing. They are big idiots that do nothing. Yeah, I like 3-Tree in decks where it's like humans and then the top end is like something insane like a Moonshaker. Here we don't have a Craterhoof. We don't have anything that like is big and casts. I don't know. Yeah, so this deck can make a lot of mana with 3-Tree. It's just what are we fucking spending it on? It's like you could do double Worm Harvest. You can't do double Luluin. Yeah, like I would rather have another fetchable. You know how else we get 40 billion mana? Ice Till Explorer. Like, if you have Ice Till Explorer, you just have infinite mana anyway. I do think we would want a Court of Calling. We could also opt for a Saw in Half package if we really wanted to. I don't know how off of Insects you want to go, because Iara is already like one step off of Insects. To a person more deserving one day. Oh, by the way, I missed this. Munty13, thank you for subbing with Prime. Okay. Yeah, with all these Eternal Witness already in the deck, I think Saw in Half is... Whoa. Let me just start pressing function keys out of nowhere. I don't know if I'm a big fan of the Reanimate. You have Swarmer Massacre, we probably don't need. Like, let's just run this. Crippling Fear, sure. Would Chord be better than Nature's Rhythm? Yes, 100% of the time. But either way, I Saw in Half. Hoarding Broodlord. I do want to playtest this out. I'm not even sure what we get. We probably get Worm Harvest with it, but... you could also do like a Violent Tumor kind of thing. Right. Search the library for a card, put that card in your graveyard, then shuffle. Great news. Here's Worm Harvest, right? Draw. Surveil 1. Oh, Dakmor Salvage Graveyard. Let's go. That's like drawing 2 cards. This just milled 2 when it entered. Actually, we don't need to worry about playing Analyze the Pollen like that. Because this turn, you go 1... Oh, wait, no, we do need to worry about playing it like that. Because we need a swamp. But once we get that swamp, here you can go 1, 2, 3. And play Carrion. And then pass. And then you get 4 maggots. Let's pretend these are maggots. And then we draw 2. And then you can play Caustic Caterpillar. Next turn. 1, 2. Luluin. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we can put a land or creature. Yeah, so we'll put Aftermath Analyst on top. Our land count in graveyard is currently 1, 2. Anyway, 1. No, we don't have enough black, but we can still... Dink, Skull Clamp. Dink, Skull Clamp. Crystal Vein. Sack, add 2 mana. 1, 2, 1, 2. Then you discard Dakmor Salvage, Formless Genesis, Grist, Living Hive, Giant Ankeg. And then next turn you mill 2, put Dakmor back in the hand. So yeah, I swear we have lands in the deck. I don't know what is happening there. One, two, three. Dude, we're not hitting lands. Like, what is happening? We have hit 3 lands out of all of our mills. I'm consoling for a land. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, 36 actual lands. Yeah, I think we just need more lands. I think these insects just low-key suck. Earthcraft over one of the other versions of the effect. I guess it's fine. We're not doing Earthcraft combos though. I guess it is non-summoning sick. Isn't Earthcraft like $5,000? I think this just makes it a very different deck. I don't think I agree with you. I'm sorry. It's a strong card. It's just not the point. All right, let's move Suster Secundia in West Vale Abbey. Because being able to turn all your tokens into a giant flying 9/7 lifelink indestructible flyer haste is kind of cool. I'm probably gonna try to get 40 actual lands in the deck, yeah. Maybe slightly more, but we do have a lot of mill. Like maybe we cut the worst scrawling card. You may mill 2 cards. During your turn versus the first time. Only once each turn though. Okay, yeah, these can go actually. Could kill Disciple of Freyalise. Yeah, I think that's fair. Just another forest, upping the fetchables once again. Type forest. Festering Thicket. This works well with like Life from the Loam stuff if we want to get that going. Turbulent Fen enters untapped most of the time. 2 or more basics. Hogak. Yeah, once again, that just turns into a very different deck. Yeah, this hand's insane. One, two, three, four. Put Horizon Explorer on top. Underground Mortuary, it's the bottom card in our deck. Surveil 1. Grist, top. I'll Graveyard Grist, actually. One, two, three. Lander. Or we could also just Dredger's Insight. When this mill 4, you may put an artifact creature from among. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get Westville Abbey out of the graveyard, I guess. Next turn. Okay, this is the turn we get to start like doing our funny stuff. So here, sack nothing. I think you just activate Luluwen, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 worms. And then this turn is where we get to have fun. Westville Abbey. Tap, sack Luluwen. So I would like a Mortuary Mire. I think that could be a lot of fun because it gives you a kind of free sack with white. Yeah, so here's Mortuary Mire. And just put target creature card from your graveyard on top of your library. So no command beacon. And do we want Crop Rot? Crop rotation could be fun. Oh my god, Stick Purse, it's been forever. Hi. So, I think we should get a Bojuka Bogga now because we have white as instant speed, get any land we really care about, and then we have crop rotation, get any land we care about. So turning those into graveyard hate seems very strong. Maybe Oversuster Secundi. Because we aren't making big thing, we're making bunch small thing. Okay, goodness gracious. Legolas's Quick Reflexes. It's a no-kick card. What are we protecting? It's like, there's not a lot in our deck that we particularly care about all that much. Hang on. So, are you doing pre-release for Marvel? No. No, not interested at all, sadly. Glad if you are, though. Glad if you are. Elk favorite commander deck? It depends on the day. It's one of these four. But Farrakha's also up there. It really depends on the day. It's like, this is my top 5. My goats. Unless you mean like favorite precon, in which case it's Necrons, even though this precon sucks. You might want to consider Talon Gates. Yeah, Talon Gates is fine. I'm just worried about the mana implications of Talon Gates, because I've already been struggling to cast my cards, and we're like kind of greeting out with Iara a little bit. Our commander. Oh, you're talking about Legolas's quick reflex. Untap a White of the Reliquary. It's... Listen. I'm going to show you Legolas. So this is a $40 card. You're asking us to just willy-nilly put in a deck, which I personally just... Yes, it does things. The card does things. How does this fit the insect theme? It can untap Lilua, and then Lilua does 1 damage. I just don't know. I just don't like it. It's not bad. It's just not, like, too in theme. We have a couple tap abilities. I would rather run Tyvar in that kind of untapping mode than that. You know what I mean? I kind of like the haste that Tyvar gives sometimes. Yeah. It's a fair inclusion. I just don't think it's correct. But that's just opinion, dog. So we got to do Surveil. Underground Mortuary. Surveil 1. Mazarek. That's the best card in our deck. So we're going to put that on top. Command Tower. Pass. So I think we should just be like on another like Malevolent Rumble kind of card. I think we're just so lost in the insect sauce that we kind of just forgot that most insects are really bad. Are there no free deck reviews with points? I'm broke. Yes, there are free deck reviews with points. You need 45,000. It will be a separate stream. And when we'll do all the deck reviews in one stream. Okay, I don't like Plumb the Forbidden. Skull Clamp's just kind of doing that job kind of better. Rights can also go. Stack Enuma in the deck, yes. Let's go. Thanks for the info. Yeah, no problem. Do we have the bounce land in these colors? I think I want to put the bounce land in. Let's do, it's Golgari Rot Farm. So I like, because this lets you do Titan things, where you have like, you played Takenuma earlier, you played Boseiju earlier, or you tutor up Boseiju with White of the Reliquary or Crop Rot, and then you can play the bounce land to bounce Boseiju back to your hand to use it. That's a fun play pattern to have access to. Golgari Fraught Farm. Yo, the Golgari getting freaky around here. Holy shit. What if instead of the Golgari, they're called the Freak Gari? I want to like that room. I just don't think it's correct. I think it's just too slow. We have the Hoarding Broodlord stuff for more consistent stuff now. All right. What to add now? We have 3 slots to play with. We now have 42 lands, which feels very good. Yeah, tear to fall and things that are ephemeral. So, am I completed with my tasks now? I am completed with my tasks. Look at that, guys. I can turn off the silly Furious stuff. Or at least I'm not sponsored by the Furious anymore. I've done the Furious stuff. I'm so mad, by the way, because Minecraft blows through every month with like a creator opportunity that's like, play Minecraft for an hour and get $200. And they are fucking, they evaporate, dude. I get the email 10 minutes ago. I open it up, no longer available. Calling it silly one map. Listen, okay. Hang on. First things first, music's coming back on. A little weather day action. So, The Furious is a bad movie. The Furious sucks. It's not a good film narratively. However, when you are drunk and high at the same time with friends, you will not stop laughing. Every second of that movie is insane. It's very funny. It's a good movie for that reason. It's a good movie for that reason. Whoa, okay, I didn't know you were a chiller like that. Dog, I am literally like so reclined in this chair right now. I'm a serial chiller. What movie? It should still be at the bottom of the screen. It's The Furious. The Furious is such a good movie. Good. Good movie. What? Elkie said it's good. It's good because it's awful. No, it's gone now? Mwah, perfect. Okay. It's a good film because it sucks. It's really bad. Hang on. I want to see if I can find the scene where the girl gets kidnapped. They cut it out of the trailer because it looks ridiculous. So, hang on. I need to stand up. We're going standing mode. Standing mode. Because I need to illustrate this for you guys. Ooh. My headphones are cut under my chair. Hang on. There we go. All right. So, there's a scene where the girl gets kidnapped. I'm spoiling this movie, by the way. I don't think you should care, personally. If you want my 2 cents, don't care about the story. It doesn't matter. You're there for the fight scenes. So, like American Pie bad, it's bad, dude. It's really bad. Okay, there's a scene, chat, in The Furious where the main character he's a mute guy, and his daughter gets arrested or gets kidnapped by a bunch of guys, and this is what he sees. A giant guy comes up with a bag and just goes like over his kid, like a trash bag, and then flips it upside down, ties it shut, and then picks up the bag and then throws it, and you just watch this ragdoll bag fly into the back of a truck, hit the back of the truck, and land. It's like a sack of potatoes. It's legitimately so funny. The second that happened, I knew this movie was special. The movie is hilarious. Yes! Okay, JC Staff has seen it in YouTube chat. I died when the big dude had Mongolian throat singing as his WWE theme song. There's a scene where the big bald guy gets fucking knocked out and he's like stumbles, and then it's like phase 2, and when he stands up, he just like pans into frame like this. And there's like Mongolian throat singing as he just like slowly rises into frame. And I literally stopped breathing. I could not breathe. It was so funny. This film is a comedic masterpiece by accident. It's so bad. Low-key talking about more once the sponsorship ended. I want you all to watch it so bad because it sucks. It's the worst Kung Fu movie I've ever seen. I've seen Karate Kid. I've seen some old like Jackie Chan stuff. I've seen fucking like Old Boy. I consider Old Boy like a Kung Fu kind of movie. And legitimately, oh my, it's so good. It's so funny. It's batshit. It's batshit insane. The fucking ad read was like, don't swear, don't say anything about alcohol, don't say anything about drugs. The film is rated R, dog. What do you mean don't swear during the ad? That shit fucking blows me away. I don't know what they're doing because it's legitimately a peak bad movie. It's so funny. What movie are you talking about? The Furious. I don't know why they're like, censor yourself, streamer. This is a family-friendly fucking movie. No, it's not. Dude, a guy gets hit in the head with a sledgehammer and his entire head fucking ripples like it's Jello. That shit's funny as fuck. Someone gets punched in half. Oh my god. Okay, this one's a real spoiler. Mute until I put my finger down if you don't want a spoiler for this. There is a fucking scene where like one of the bad guys is like messes up, and then he gets dragged away by the boss, and the boss is like, ice him. And I'm like, oh, it's like mobs talk for kill him. No, they freeze him into a giant ice cube, like Han and Carbonite, and then they fight in the freezer where his ice cube is stored, and he gets punched in fucking half by like by the big guy, because he's fighting in there. That shit's insane. It's legitimately, I literally have never laughed so hard at a movie before. Okay, spoiler done. No spoilers in chat either. That shit, the CGI sucked. Dude, that, I legitimately was so high I could not even parse what was happening. I just saw it happen and my brain fucking exploded. It was so fucking crazy. I want to watch that movie again with friends. Oh my god. Verdant Succession. Let's peep this out. Whenever a green non-token creature dies, that creature is a controller based search library for a land with this. Oh, that's cute. That's a fun card. Just watch any Indian action movie. No, it's special. It's special. It has things going for it. My favorite thing is that kids get injured in it. I feel like you never see that in Hollywood movies. The kids always have this invulnerability shield over them. In this one, kids just fucking die. They just kill them. You give me my blunt rotation anytime. I try to be sociable. Anyway, very good movie. I saw another movie called Jinsei. Jinsei was kind of interesting. I'm still sitting on it, still ruminating on it. That one was more good, like, genuinely. Okay, what I mean to say, it's not that I love to see kids getting injured. That is kind of part of it. But the second thing is that it's very annoying when you're watching a film and you've bought into the universe and you're very invested, and then a kid gets introduced and they're fucking immortal. They just don't die. They can't be touched. It's especially bad in horror movies. It's especially bad in horror movies. That's what I really liked about Hereditary too, is they were not scared about making some bullshit happen. Anyway, I'm going to play the Jinsei trailer for you guys. I'm just really curious. By the way, I think this deck's, like, pretty good. I just need to find, like, 3 more slots for it. I think it's going to be 6. I just want to kind of move you slightly off insects. I think it's healthy to have a bit of insects going on for Zask. I think we need more mill. And I think we need more mill that's permanent-based. It's like a Satyr Wayfinder. And then we can run Barrowglyph. I think, at the end of the day, what you're most interested for this deck is Worm Harvest and Luluin. Let's lean into Worm Harvest and Luluin, and then make the milling, make those cards really hum. We're getting the Goyf? Of course we're getting the Goyf. It's one of the best fucking mill spells of all time. We might do, like, Cemetery. Cemetery Tampering's okay. I think milling 3 every turn is just kind of mid. What about Mole Man? Mole Man is definitely worth talking about. It seems slow, right? Because you play this on turn 3. Turn 4, you play a land drop that maybe a fetch land. You get 2 Moloids. But then this part's already fulfilled by the commander. Or Ice Till. We already have 2 of this effect. And these don't stack very well. And then this is just like kind of slow. Where it's like it mills 1 card like slower than like a Ice Till would do it. Like in this kind of deck, I like Ice Till. I think Ice Till's overused. But in this deck, it's pretty decent. Anyway, I want to show you guys the Jinsei trailer. And I want to emphasize that this trailer is not indicative at all about like what the movie is kind of like. It's a really bad trailer for showing the full scope of this movie. You're literally following this dude throughout his entire like lifespan, and it goes like full post-apocalyptic. If this trailer looks good for you, you're going to like the movie. That's a vow. You need to appreciate the jankiness of it. Hang on. It is unmuted. Okay, we're good. I saw this trailer in theaters. I'm like, we need to watch this. No audio? Really? You guys aren't getting the audio? What the fuck is this, Elk? Shh. Watch the trailer. I can't hear. YouTube can't hear. That's yeah. I forgot about the robot, dude. This is an EDH. You're welcome to leave. Yeah, no, this movie's batshit. This movie's batshit. It's literally a fever dream, this entire film front to back. It's crazy. It starts off very normal, and then it gets really fucking weird, legitimately. Is this in theaters? It was in theaters here for one day in one theater. And I watched it. I didn't regret it. It's definitely experimental, very arty. It's made by like a single dude. It's like animated by a single guy anyway, I think. So it's there's some certain like moments in it where I feel like it drags on, or like it's just not the concept isn't quite there. But overall, the concept works, and I enjoyed my time watching it. And there's moments that made me laugh a lot. I'm not going to spoil anything about it, but there's some moments in it that remind me of like Newgrounds animation almost, or like have you guys seen Treats for Beasts? It was kind of like that, where it was like a kind of experimental art animation project at certain points, and I was kind of into it. Oh no, do you know Treats for Beasts? You guys don't know Treats for Beasts? That is fucking peak media on YouTube, IMO. Very fun experimental filmmaking. It's showing at a theater near me at 10:30 tonight. Wait, dude, Sneltus, get a couple friends together and go watch it. Legitimately, I recommend it highly. It was a good experience. Maybe bring a beer, and go ham. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Treats for Beasts. I recommend this channel very highly. You probably, honestly, there's a lot of like history on this channel, but I recommend just watching Treats for Beasts, like the 30-minute video. And then you can kind of explore around some of the other like animated shorts after watching this one. But this is like the video. But this is very fun, very high concept, made me laugh. I don't know. The music isn't my speed, but it's very fun. Oh my god, we still have a billion deck reviews to get through. I should probably start talking about art. Fuck art! Art's evil! Ah! Magic the Gathering only. Consume! We have Kratos, God of War. Do we have Tom here? Yeah, I should be there, but if I'm not, go ahead anyway. I'll catch up. If you're not here, Tom, we will go ahead and push you to the back of the queue. But if you are here, this is me. Perfect. Great. Sorry, I'm going to get the music playing again. Get my jacket off. It's a little hot. It's a little hot in here. Oh. So the first time I'm like standing at my standing desk, like I'm actually feeling pretty good about it. Yeah, did you guys hear Oliver Tree died? That shit's crazy. I don't like his music that much, but it's crazy that like, I don't know, it feels like a big pop star just died. Use a floor mat. Your feet will thank you. What do you mean, huh? That seems to be misinformation last I heard. I think the death is real. I think the whole like helicopter suplex that happened, that's clickbait. But I think is Oliver Tree really dead? Is that FR? Did dog die FR? Because it says Wikipedia 1993 to 2026, so it must be real because Wikipedia wouldn't lie to me. Yeah, no, it sucks if someone died. I'm not making light of this. It's, you know, it's just crazy news, right? I'm just like, you know, spreading the word. Unless you got a carpet or something. You think my room has fucking hardwood concrete floors, dog? Where do you think I live? What the hell's going on with LA and helicopters? Dude, I don't know. You couldn't pay me to get in a helicopter. I've been in one before. Elk would be loving this if it was a child that died. Stop! I can't make fun of celebrities. I can't. It's uncouth to be making jokes. Don't make me laugh at that. It's your fault. I did not want to laugh. You fucking bitch. I hate you. Okay, let's get some music playing. Oh my god, Meekstone. Get a new printing and a good border. Here. So, I guess we can listen to some of the tracks I was listening to before that I couldn't play. This is some of the new liked songs I have in my playlist. First things first is Loch Ness. This track's very good. I'm now migrated. Connecting the Dots OP. No, true. I agree. Connecting the Dots is a very good card. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this one. It's like Beaumont Courier, but good. Because it's not like a little creature that gets blown up. This deck is jank as hell, by the way. I figured. Let's read the blurb. I wanted to build a mono-red stacks deck that uses Kratos' abilities to tap creatures, etc. Playing through has been tough. I think I'm low in draw, and that means some games I slow it down with stacks pieces. No restrictions on ads, but would prefer to keep the Kratos in the secret lair in the deck if possible. Pyrohemia, Rite of Flame, World War, Sulfur for Vortex. Yeah, we can get really boomer big red stacks with this. I do not mind that at all. Think the deck needs more focus. The stacks is good, but doesn't ultimately mean I get ahead. So I'm personally, listen, you just need to run the initiative. Mono red stacks like this is a huge deck in Legacy, and they all use the initiative to kill their opponents. And I feel like it's just such an important factor because it is a intangible game object that doesn't get hit by your stacks and provides you infinite value because no one can do anything. So I would add all the initiative cards that you can. This is kind of interesting because you can move attacks away from you, but Caves of Chaos is typically the go-to for red. Saravox Tome, sure, it's a little rampy piece. It doesn't get hit by your hate pieces too bad, I think. Probably just these two. Maybe actually, hang on. Hear me out. We run Dungeoneer's Pack. Dungeoneer's Pack is not a good card. But what if we do like a Goblin Engineer kind of package? Right? You do Goblin Engineer, Phyrexian Dragon Engine. So Goblin Engineer can get Phyrexian Dragon Engine. That's a card draw. Goblin Engineer can get Dungeoneer's Pack. That's protection. Goblin Engineer can now also get Ensnaring Bridge. And now no one can attack. Oh, okay, Ensnaring Bridge is already in. Beautiful. Kratos has 2 power. So what you do is you get Ensnaring Bridge, you keep 2 cards in your hand. Ones can attack you and shit. But guess what? They're like angel tokens, dragons. Fuck off. You're not getting the initiative. Slicer also spreads damage around. Yeah, that is true. I don't like Frontier Warmonger because it makes it easier to attack with creatures, and that makes Kratos worse. Silent Arbor, of course, is great. This is really old Lustig Puppy. Is this her, like, one of her first tracks? I just heard it recently. I fucking love it. I kind of just don't like the goad. You should keep this card. It has Kratos in the art. That's cool. Right at the Raging Storm. Dictate seems a little dangerous. I think the goat as a whole might need cutting. That's fair. I'm happy we're in agreement. Because I just think it's anti-synergy with Kratos, right? Have enough fight. Geode Ranger is the only one that I'm kind of interested about. Life is a parade, masquerade. Okay, keep Spectacular Showdown, maybe. This is an interesting single from a Russian artist, I believe. Just kind of nice sound. Running Child, but our War Riders. I agree, we should be running Varchel's War Riders. Ding, ding, ding. Trample, Rampage 1 at the beginning. Cumulative upkeep, you give warriors away. You give 1, then you give 2, then you give 3, then you go 4, then you give 5. And long story short, Kratos is going to explode your opponents. Also, Nykthos. Nykthos would be a very good ad, yeah. What's our budget? No restriction on ads. Yeah, let's run Nykthos. We can kind of turn this into Mono Red Devotion, which I kind of like the idea of. Because Kratos gives 3, which is nuts. And then probably run like Expedition Map. And great news about Expedition Map, it gets got with Goblin Engineer. This kind of just helps the big red theme kind of get together. Which I feel is pretty important for winning the game. Clive, yeah, Clive is going to go in. Torbran is high devotion. I just don't think we're doing a lot of independent ticks of damage. Yeah, so let's add Clive Ifrit's dominant. Fanatic of Mogus. Probably something like Jaxus. Imperial Recruiter. Squee. This is just a nice kind of value engine. You may return, yeah, so this doesn't fuck with Ensnaring Bridge all that bad. So you have Squee, which is discard fodder. Jaxus, which is discard outlet. Faithless Looting, this becomes card advantageous with Squee, right? Mono Red needs to get a little bit cute with their card advantage spells, and this is a great way to be doing that. Sunspine Links is a great stacks card. It's also a good card to copy. I want to give people tokens. Why not? Ooh, Forbidden Orchard. Yeah, Forbidden Orchard would be fun. Forbidden Orchard. And then this is the special spicy tech. I hope you're ready for this. Incite Rebellion. Get ready for this shit. 6 mana for each player. Incite Rebellion deals damage to that player and each creature that player controls equal to the number of creatures he or she controls. So all I'm saying is you gift a bunch of tokens away, and then this is a Rakdos Charm board wipe. Kind of fucking cool. Just saying. I normally don't like crawl space, but here I'm kind of interested. Maybe just cut these two. Repercussion. I think Repercussion Blasphemous Act is just too much, but it is a good idea. Maybe Faded Firepower goes. I just don't like these damage amplifiers that much. Okay, I like the sound of drums, and it's going to be for one reason. It works with Ensnaring Bridge really well. So you have Ensnaring Bridge out. You have one card in hand, right? Okay, creatures of power 2 or greater can attack. You draw a card for turn. Oh my goodness, or rather, you keep 2 in hand, I guess. Because you would go down a card to cast the Sound of Drums. But long story short, the Sound of Drums can go on Kratos. It doesn't buff his power until he attacks. Oh, it does double damage instead. Okay, great. It doesn't buff his power at all. And it lets you return it from your grave or your hand. So if you discard it, it's kind of value. Sure. Is Tempt with Vengeance there? What about swapping out Chef Kiss for anything else like Will's Reversal? Yeah, we could do... We already have Untimely Malfunction. No, Will's Reversal's fine. I don't know. I just don't think we need that many redirects for this deck to be good. Detective's Phoenix? Detective Phoenix doesn't work the way you want it to with Ensnaring Bridge. It gives +2/+2. That's kind of bad. Are Caltrops worth it? Maybe? No, because then we get rid of their creatures and then Kratos doesn't punch them. Kind of mid. Kind of mid. Okay, I think I'm starting to actually like the idea of damage doublers again, because I like when Kratos punches them. But also it's just like, Kratos is punching them for 4 damage. Is making that 8 really that much better? I don't know. That's a tough question to answer. I mean, we could run Goblin Machin, Imperial Recruiter for the Goblin Engineer. I think at the end of the day, Imperial Recruiter is just so good here. Oh, we already have it. Great. Because it gets Goblin Engineer. Goblin Engineer gets one of your 3 important things. I got your sleeves in. Bought some for my friend too. They're awesome. I agree. I really like the sleeves. JG did a really good job with the art. Price of Progress. I could see the vision there. Maybe some Impulse Draw. If we do full on stacks, we play Burning Earth ever? I'm not sure. Burning Earth is a funny card, for sure. I'm trying to think what they play in fucking Legacy. It's mostly Blood Moon, though, which is problematic, because people don't want to play into Blood Moon. Maybe you do something like the Damping Sphere. Damping Sphere does friendly fire us a bit though, because we do have Nykthos. And we have Rituals. But you need Snow Mountains. Oh yeah, the Glacial Crevasses. The issue is that it doesn't prevent attacking. It just fogs the damage. A Crow and Horse seems perfect, doesn't it? You create 2 plants with Defender. Okay, maybe we run 1 damage multiplier, but I don't know which one we should. Maybe just Fiery Emancipation. We are a big mana deck. Elk, to not make you repeat yourself for the billionth time days, but yes, so free deck reviews will be all together on a bonus stream. That's what I've decided. I think 6 is my cap for the number of streams I can do in the day. Sometimes I can get away with 7 or 8, but I don't want to get low energy by the end of the stream and I'm like, oh, I have to do another fucking deck review, whatever. Once you hit 4 hours, overtime, you know what I mean? Being a streamer is tough work. Fiendish Duo. Fiendish Duo doesn't work, right? If a source would deal... Okay, it does work. It does work. My fault. Yeah, we can run the Duo again. So don't cut Duo. And you actually stack Duo. That's right. If you copy with Jaxus. Okay. I'm back on board with Duo. Vengeful Ancestor. All right, let's play test this. Draw. Mountain. Next turn. Mountain. Next turn. Mountain. Locks it on Warhammer. Ah, Kratos. Locks it on Warhammer. Okay, we were missing a land drop. We added lands to the deck, by the way. Yeah, that just ran really bad. I don't think that's the deck's fault, though. What about Humble Defector? That's interesting. Humble Defector, though, does get them out of like a lot of the staxing, which is pretty bad. How do you feel about Reckless Handling? We don't have any way to really return stuff from the graveyard besides Goblin Engineer, so I like Reckless Handling better in a Trash for Treasure deck, of which this is not, so... I mean, Kratos will not deal multiple damage to yourself. Yeah, but we're on the same page. Get Ensnaring Bridge. Kratos. Do you want me to take control of your creatures, or do you want me to get treasure tokens, chat? Like, the answer is always let me yoink your creature, but some idiot's gonna go like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, and then now the goal is just to get as hell-bent as possible. Fail to find. Counter your spell. All right, great. Nothing in attack. Oh, also 2 counters. Also trap. Okay, additional combat. 1 or 2 target creatures can't block this turn. And then see, like, now we're not drawing, we don't have any cards in hand, but we're still getting a ton of fucking value. Because this turn, Throne of the Dead 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then this is 10. Get to put a creature into play. Here's Jaxus the Troublemaker. The rest of these get shuffled. And then you have Cervex Tome here. We finished a dungeon. Exile cards in the top of your library until you exile a non-card. You can cast it without paying its mana cost. Okay, Seething Song with a bunch of red mana for free. Why not? Anyway. Like, I don't know. It's kind of just cool. We're getting hit for 5 a turn, but maybe our opponents have it worse. You could also do value loops with Jaxus, where you go, like, if you didn't play Squee out, you could go discard Squee to Jaxus, make a copy of Goblin Engineer, get an artifact into our graveyard. We can then start doing some random ass tutoring stuff. If you get and this gets back into during our upkeep, so now we can attack with creatures because we have Squee and stuff, but they don't. Okay, this is feeling great. There has to be a better way to give Kratos lifelink, though. I just think Loxodon Hammer's too expensive. Like, Basilisk Collar's already in. Okay, we can just keep the Loxodon Hammer then. I'm like the Engineer lines. I love the Engineer lines. People always shit on me for running tutors. It's not lazy deck building. It's just fun. I cannot fathom why people are so against tutors. It's so crazy to me. It legitimately, the fact that you're able to do like all these like really funny lines where Goblin Engineer goes and grabs this, then grabs that, and then flips this back into play, and then people are like, that's lame. Fuck off. I'm so tired of it. Anyway, I think it's about good to go. It's feeling pretty nice. But hang on. I do want to just double check because I just see we had a goad card. I know this is a goad card, but I talked about why I liked it. Does it make the deck more consistent? The spirit is ruined, not my spirit of the format. No! I think what I'm going to give you is just a, Liquid Torque. It's a nice early game play. It turns your artifact removal into creature, any permanent removal besides land. And on top of all of this, it is a, you can turn like a creature that's annoying you. Like, let's say you wanted to start gaining life again. Players can't gain life, but you have Loxodon Warhammer and you're slowly dying. You can turn Sunspine Links into an artifact and then abrade it. Or you can sack it to Goblin Engineer and bring back an artifact from your graveyard to the battlefield by sacking the stacks piece that's hurting you more than your opponents. So I like that kind of line. And it's just very high floor. Maybe you just want like a demolition field. Last thing you need is a some sort of stupid fucking glacial chasm ruining your life. So demolition field's pretty nice for that. Maybe you run a scavenger grounds for graveyard hate. And the reason why I'm adding these is just because you do have the expedition map now. Maybe you run an Urza's Cave. Like we just have so many mountains in this deck that I think it is worth to kind of just go up a few of these. I think it's maybe instead of War Room, we do Quarry Mountain Monastery. It'll always enter tapped, but it exiles the top card. It doesn't hit us for damage. Exiling the top card matters, by the way, because we have the Ensnaring Bridge line. But also Quarry Mountain Monastery taps for red, and that's just kind of very important for Kratos. 26 mana I find to be a good amount. We have a commander that's triple red. Counter argument. So I do think you need to have more than your regular. And then also we have Valakut. So that's a 1-2 punch. That means I want more mountains than anything else. But I do think we have some maneuverability to get some utility lands in here that feel pretty good. In fact, actually, we don't need to run Demolition Field because we can just run the MDFC that blows stuff up. Sundering Eruption. And sometimes you can get a cheeky win in because none of your creatures can block anymore when you cast this. So, but you can't tutor this with Expedition Map. Oh, that's tough. That is tough. So maybe Rogue's Passage out for the Demolition Field. Buried Ruin. Yeah, Buried Ruin is still pretty good. Fuck. I mean, maybe no Tyrite Sanctum. If you just hold on to the initiative and have a Ensnaring Bridge. Oh, Urza's Cave is good. Yeah, let's not run Tyrite Sanctum. Thank you for finally coming around to including Valakut. How about Tangle Wire? Dog, Valakut was in the deck already. What do you mean fucking thank you for coming around? Are your eyes on the screen? Is your monitor on? It's been here. It's been here since day one. Thank you for finally coming around. What? Dog, I'm gonna lose it. Let's see. What does it say? Volcano of Roku's Island. That is also known as Valakut the Molten Pinnacle. I just swapped the printing now. Here's another printing, my bad. Awesome. Okay, so any final thoughts? Maybe I'll just pull up a legacy deck. Legacy mono red. Fury would be a good include. Fury's very good for A, clearing the board, but also B, it's very good with Ensnaring Bridge because you just pitch spells, run Pyrokinesis as well. Right, pitch a card, you get to deal 4 damage divided as among any number of creatures. Pitching is great when you want low hand size. That's cool. I like Gornog. Rose might be a little too slow. I'm dubious of 4 drops. The new Mjolnir hammer? We already have Mjolnir. Oh, unless you mean the one that's like equip worthy. We're not actually ending up attacking. I've noticed we're just kind of reaching for Ensnaring Bridge every time. So like things that say whenever this thing attacks, do something. I'm a little worried about. Oh, Trinisphere, my love, dude. I fucking love Trinisphere. God, this deck's so sexy. Oh, fuck, this deck's so cool. All right, drop. Mountain. Next turn. Mountain. Next turn. Mountain. Kratos, so we don't die. False floor. One, two, three. Dungeoneers pack. Vandal Blaster thing. 1, 2. Tap, sack. You take the initiative. Draw a card. Make a treasure token. And gain 3 life. And then we get to view library because of the initiative and get a mountain. Shout out to initiative. Smoke. Next turn, put 2 counters on Kratos. Mountain. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Kill all small creatures. Or I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Urabrask. Things enter tap now. So that's a brutal 1-2 punch right here. I'm at Walmart. Do you need anything? Can you pick me up some of those salads? I like those little like pre-cut like Caesar salad things. I just like to get 3 of them. There's this almond sauce called Bitchin' Sauce, but I don't think they have it at Walmart. I think it's only at like Kroger locations. I'm trying to think of what else I need. I like the it's like spicy tuna packets, like the Korean chili flavor. Those are good. I like to mix that with rice and some mayo. Oh, I need Kewpie mayo. And then I'll get those little seaweed snacks. I'll eat the rice slop bowl with those. Oh, boy dinner. I think this is good to go. It's been feeling really good. I like assembling like the Urabrass smoke combo. I like the like a crow and horse now that we have. Like the gifting creatures line is really funny. I like the initiative, of course. The initiative's really funny. The fact that the initiative works with the artifact lines. The fact that the initiative works with missing land drops. Like, so you're going to hit your land drops in your control deck. Caverns of Despair. Let's read this card. Oh, would you look at that? I'll put this in the sideboard for you. It's going to be up to you about whether or not you want to run a card with art by a neo-Nazi. But this is a good card. And it's also like $60 billion. But, you know, all up to you. I'll put it in the sideboard. Yeah, Harold McNeil's a funny individual, isn't he? What a funny, funny fella. Rolling one, I'm a smoking in your name, Elky. Dope. Have fun. Anyway, Tom, enjoy the deck. I think this is chef's kiss. You are an inspired person. Great job. I want to check really quickly. What does Lavaborn Muse do? This feels like one of those boomer cards that maybe would be good. Oh, it's a rack. I'm fine. I don't think you need it. Lettuce. Do we have lettuce here? I think I saw lettuce. Thanks, looking good. Excited to test it out. I think, to be honest, the opener deck that you had was probably just not that bad. I think the goad was a little misguided, maybe, but I think it came together quite well. We have to review this non-binary fellow. Do we have lettuce here? Lettuce live, etc. Because if not, we can push you to the back. We have 2 more deck reviews to get to before this one. And both of those were like okay with not doing it while they were here. Okay, it does not look like we have lettuce yet, but we have lettuce? Sneltus. And Will. Do we have Sneltus or Will? Sneltus is here. Okay, great. Well, we will review Sneltus's deck then. Whoa. Oh, this is the Final Fantasy one. I see. Sneltus, sorry. We've been over this. Sneltus, thank you for the tier 1. Yeah, great. Riku. Sure. Let's read the blurb. Or well, let's duplicate the deck first, and then we'll read the blurb. Hang on, I have a billion Discord notifications. Sorry, Magic Mirror podcast work. Sorry. I'm basically answering work emails on stream. This is supposed to be very entertaining. I did an ad for FlexiSpot. In fact, I have a FlexiSpot standing desk right here. You can't see it because it's out of frame, but my computer's on it. Apparently Alex got emailed by FlexiSpot and was asking how the rate went and etc. Okay, anyway, sorry. Done answering work emails. We're back to the deck reviews. Full force. Here we go. So Sneltus, Riku, Resourceful Guardian, makes things unblockable, moves counters around. Whenever you put one or more counters on a creature until end of turn, yeah, it can't be blocked. This is definitely meant to be a low mid bracket. Started as an unblockable deck centered around +1/+1 counters, and Riku moved more towards proliferate sub themes. Combat damage is still the main game plan, but if I draw into a sub theme combos like 20 Toad, Labman, Strixhaven Stadium, then I get to have more fun. Can I ask you a question? Are you actually really interested in playing Labman and stuff? Like, because if you want to, I'm just a question. Are you running Labman because it wins the game, or are you running it because it makes fun play patterns that you enjoy? Those can be the same thing. I'm indifferent. Exactly what it's fun. All right, great. Because if I could propose, per se, other ways of winning the game, would you be interested in those? Yeah, OFC. Okay, great. So, because I do not think this is the best method to winning with this kind of deck. It's definitely okay. I am a little bit more partial to Labman because it has a Final Fantasy printing, but... So I see we have Wizard class Benthic. This just makes sense. I like this idea. Everflowing Chalice, Astral Cornucopia. Do we run Teleria West? We don't, but maybe we don't need it. Normally it'd be like Teleria West for Astral Cornucopia, but we do feel a little bit more like a tempo deck. So maybe you're just going to be worried. 23 Islands High Tide, that's probably fine. That card's cute. I just don't know if it's that good. I think I'd just rather prefer you have a counter spell in that slot, maybe. What feels like a declaration of love. I think maybe we have too much ramp. We just don't have a lot of big plays. Our curve ends at 4. Why are we ramping? I guess double spelling's good, but I don't know. It looks like we're 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like, what time do we have to actually play ramp? Astral Cornucopia is different. This is Omniscience. When you proliferate like after like 3 times. You me for our hearts are in danger. Dude, I fucking love Yves Tuber. This song rocks. Love. Sure. I do think Lux Cannon is too slow. I used to play a mono blue charge counter proliferate deck, and I would never consider it for that deck. It's just so much time to make it work. Okay. Dope. I'm kind of just digging the rest of these, honest to God. Making me smile. Very good. So, Mana Crypt. You wish, dog. Think I can solve it. Okay. Mana Crypt. I just got that one today at a card show. Okay. I didn't realize you were being genuine. It's banned in Commander, big dog. This is the fucking Tinker incident all over again. I'm always here to shill for Tinker for artifact decks. Why aren't you putting Tinker in your artifact deck? It's banned, big dog. I know it's for my vintage deck. Based. Okay, continue your grind, dog. My fault. Keep trucking. All right, I want Lorien. This is lane number 38, which is kind of nice, but I think we can stop there. I think 38's enough for this deck. Our curve ends at 4. We ain't doing much after that. But we have four slots to play with. I like Strixhaven Stadium. Chasm Skulker's in. Maybe you want to run like a Lazadep Quarry for the idiot. Lux Artillery can be a fun win con. Lux Artillery is fun. I don't know if it's good. I'm mostly thinking about combat damage triggers. And for me, when I see an artifact deck like this, because this is an artifact deck, I am always thinking about Scythe Claw. There we go, Scythe Claw. 5 mana, living weapon. Whenever a equipped creature deals damage to a player, that player loses half of their life, rounded up. Oh, my 1/1s in blue don't look pretty scary now, don't they? Now that they're 20 power? You have to do Quietus Spike. Uh-oh. What about Deep Glow Skate set in WinCon? Deep Glow Skate's fine. With this many artifacts, I don't know if you want Throne of Eldraine, in all honesty. Although it is nice to go like Throne of Eldraine 4-drop. That is the truth. So, now, Master of Waves. He counts up your devotion to blue and then makes that many elemental tokens. So, one more card. Let's do like Cryptic Command. Let me paint you a beautiful image. I'm going to paint you guys a picture. Turn 5. You have 5 mana. And you have a couple cards in play. You go, okay, Cryptic Command, tap all creatures on your end step. I'll draw a card. And then you go Master of Waves. In response to the ETB, you Mystic Reflection a creature that's huge and scary as fuck. And then all of your creatures, all of those elemental tokens actually enter as copies of that big fucking creature. And then from there, we go ahead and run Psychosis Crawler. Right, this works with all your Coastal Piracies and stuff. There's also Nerd Rage. When this enters, draw 2 cards. Enchanted creatures, you have no maximum hand size, and whenever this creature attacks, you have 10 more cards in hand, it gets +10/+10. I don't think I like Censor all too much. Create a mutagen. That makes sense. Yeah, that's good. Maybe no Techathol. I just don't think we need to double our proliferates. Slip out the back. That is interesting. Naga Fleshcrafter's also funny. Kind of does the same thing. Am I silly or stupid, or does the copy not care about the +1/+1 counters? Yeah, when did I say anything about +1/+1 counters? This is just a very good mono blue tempo play. Like, these cards are both independently good. Master of Waves makes a large board that you can then use with Coastal Piracies. And Mystic Reflection is removal. They cast their big scary creature. You go 1 to blue, choose a Saproling over here. That creature enters as a Saproling. Both of these cards are independently good, and then together they form this funny wombo that gives you like 6 Sun Titans in the late game. Why not run it in your mono blue tempo deck? It's legitimately just like a fine 2-card wombo. And this does care about counters, because when you put the counters on the elementals, they're no longer requiring the Master of Waves to be in play. So yes, these 2 cards don't say +1/+1 counters on it, but they're not conflicting with what the deck wants to do. And besides Nerd Rage, Scytheclaw, all this other stuff, the main thing it's using is the unblockability, not the counters. Oh, gotcha. I misunderstood. My bad. Yeah. These were not added for +1/+1 counter synergy. This is for the mono blue tempo kind of edge of the deck. Whenever she deals combat damage, attacks, put a counter on it. That I like. It does combat damage, then I get the ability to put counters on it. That ifs me out a little. All right, we have one more slot to play with then. We could do something like some big unblockable threat already. Personally, I'm not that high on an Exorable Tide. Yeah, this feels more like a combo card. I get what you mean. We could run Isochron Scepter. Right, and I'm just talking a fair Isochron Scepter. Hidden Strings? Maybe, but I just like ISO. The reason why I like Isochron Scepter is you can combo it with Experimental Augury, so it's a proliferation engine. 2 mana, proliferate, draw a card every turn. But also you could put a counterspell underneath it. Counterspell's very good. Oh, you don't run actual counterspell? You should be. So you can put actual counterspell under it. Oh, have it be Wild Rose Rebellion. That's a Final Fantasy card. Bang. But yeah, just fair ISO. Let's do it. Now, hear me out. If you wanted to get unfair with Isochron Scepter, this is what you do. So with Unwinding Clock, Soul Ring, Arcane Lab, and any counterspell, this is a lock with Isochron Scepter, because you only get 1 spell a turn, and then if we counter it, you don't get any more spells that turn, and then you untap the Isochron Scepter and the Soul Ring every turn. So it's a one-sided lock basically, where they're just unable to do anything. Mirror Form could be a good win con. Yeah, that's a good call. Mirror Form working with Master of Waves, working with Chasm Skulker. Maybe we cut High Tide for that, and then you cut Island, and then you do Lazotep Quarry, because Lazotep Quarry is a good sack outlet for the funny. Oh, we already put it in. So you do High Market now. High Market. And then we can do, what's the 3 Hydroelectric? Specimen. And by the way, maybe even Unwinding Clock isn't the correct thing to be running. I just don't know of a better way to untap Isochron Scepter every turn. Is there like another Seedborn kind of card like this that lets us use ISO every turn? Because I don't think so. I think Isochron Scepter has slowly climbed up as like one of my favorite cards. Not really that I'm aware of. Yeah, I think this is the best bet. Like there's Shadow the Second Sun. Unstoppable Plan is like Shadow the Second Sun. It only untaps on your end step. It doesn't untap during each untap step, which is what Seaborn does. Very different card. Anyway, Nerd Rage is going to feel really good. We're going to watch this literally unfold before our eyes. Intruder Alarm, but not really. Yeah, Intruder Alarm doesn't really work for this combo. Adapt. Okay. Next turn. Dink, 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 dink. Cytoplast Manipulator. Cool creature that just... we don't have to actually do any of that right now. Dink, dink, Thrumming Bird, Insane. Dink, dink, dink. Reject Imperfection, Proliferate, Proliferate, Draw, Discard. Okay, this is unblockable, this is unblockable. Next turn. Okay, Hydroelectric Specimen. 1, 2. Anduril. 1, 2, 3. Or is it equip 2? It's equip 3. Okay. Dink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. Rhapsody's Blessing. Dink, 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 dink. 2 counters on everything, and then we proliferate. Oh my god, this does so much damage. Nice board wipe, Moron. Also +1 because we proliferate. Alright. Dink, dink, Ordeal of Thassa. Combat swing, 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 swing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then 1, 1, 1, 1. I forgot to do the looting, but we draw 2 cards. Sack this. Okay, that's something. 1, 2. ISO, Muddle. Pass. I guess draw, discard. Woo, mama! That's going to be good next turn. Anyway, counter your board wipe. Like, you can't board wipe anymore. We just banned board wipes. I don't know. I don't think the Cytoplast feels that good here. I just think you're wrong. I don't know. It's nice utility. Are you going to play your giant fuck-off huge creature into my Cytoplast Manipulator? Because here's what happens when you do. I'm going to put my counter on that creature, and then I'm going to untap and steal it. Or if you ever swing it at me, I'll just steal it in response. Like, I don't have to swing with the Cytoplast Manipulator. I can just hold it back. Like, I just think you're wrong on that front. I think you're crazy for thinking that Chronozoa. This is the thing that splits. So you can remove the vanishing counters on it pretty okayly. I don't know, it's just cute. What is that creature that steals creatures when you target? So I hope you know that proliferating isn't targeting, and also grafting isn't targeting. So neither of those are targeting, but it would work with something like Lila. It would work with Lila. Counter from target creature an opponent controls. Under target creature you control. Okay, so can this target any creature? Because if so, I would be a little interested in Willbreaker. But that's like a side grade kind of plan. I don't think it's required. I have this bad habit of like jamming every idea I have into a deck. I don't know if that's really perfect, but... So does the first creature need a counter? Or can you just target it and go like, I'll move a counter from this creature onto this creature? There are no counters, so it's fine. Same rules as clock spinning. So clock spinning can target anything, I hope you know. So that is what you're saying. It can target anything. We're fine. So hear me out. If you put in Step Through and you put in Will Breaker, you should put in you should put in Spell Seeker as well, because you can Spell Seeker for Muddle the Mixture, and then Muddle the Mixture can get you Isochron Scepter, and then Isochron Scepter can combo with like Counterspell or whatever, right? So that's a thought. It's not needed, but it is like a side grade. Sage of Hours. So, yes, it's good. We're going to get into chaining turns real fast. And that's going to be problematic. Low key. But I wish I could go. So maybe no expansion algorithm. Oh, rejecting from... I don't know why I thought this was the aura that like taps and locks something down. It's the counter spell. Earlier when I was playtesting, I thought it was the aura that enchants something. Okay, As Foretold's kind of mid. Ominous Seas is okay, but ultimately not needed. I like Ominous Seas with like Sussur Secundi, where you like make the 8/8 and then you sack the 8/8, draw 8 cards, make a new 8/8, sack the 8/8, make a new... It's a greater good combo kind of card. So now we can run Will Breaker, Step Through, Spellseeker. Do we need Spellseeker? I don't think so. Maybe just run another counterspell. You should probably consider Daze. Daze is very strong. Let me know if that's a bit too evil for your playgroup, but Daze is broke as fuck for sure. Long reverse pull, there we go. My playgroup is Vindictive to say the least. Okay, that's fine. Vindictive is okay. Daze is not super evil, but Daze is like at least like 60% evil. I think Lulu's just too slow. Extra turns get pouts, for example. Yeah, that's why I left the Sage of Hours in the sideboard. Most tables will pout when you Sage of Hours them. Okay. Draw. Island. Next turn. Nykthos. Shredder. Next turn. Island. Am I running Power Depot? It enters with a counter. But it's modular. It can only go into artifact creatures. How are we sacking the artifact land? Yeah, I just don't like this. If we're going to run a tap lane there, it should be Teleria West just to get Astral Cornucopia. It's kind of nice to have that option, but you don't need to do all that. Artificer. Okay. I think this is about good to go. Hopefully we've given you a lot of fun ideas here. Honestly, if you wanted like an artifact tutor, like Fabricate for Scytheclaw and stuff, that would make a lot of sense to me. But overall, I think this deck fucks. The Nerd Rage is going to be insane for you. I might also consider something like Fire Shrieker. Like Fire Shrieker is just good with Scytheclaw or Nerd Rage, or just a big +1/+1 countered up creature. All those work with Fire Shrieker. Pretty good. All right, so do we have Will or Lettuce? Because Will did say free Phil to do it without me, but Lettuce did not say that. So we will be doing Will's next. And then if Lettuce isn't here by the end of that, we'll just make up Lettuces on Tuesday or next Sunday stream. Another Final Fantasy commander here. Grahatiha. All right. Make tokens with the commander. Give them lifelink vigilance to gain back life. Overrun with combat damage / token / hero synergy. Been trying to make this for a while. Graha is my favorite Final Fantasy 14 character, and he's fine just so long as they're not $20+. Any cards you think will work well? Okay, yeah, just switch things up if you need to. Great, understood. Graha Twinka. Sure, dude. Vendors Assemble. Let's read this card. Heroes you control get +2/+2. That makes sense. He makes heroes. If you at the beginning of end step, if you attacked with a hero this turn or a hero enter the battlefield this turn, draw a card. This card's bad, right? When you cast a non-creature spell, you may pay X life for X that spell's mana value. So then you make a 5/5 when you cast this. The hero enters, and then this enters. And then end step, you draw a card. That's fine. That's okay. I don't like Shark Typhoon. It does the same thing as the commander, which makes me iffy about it. So Chthonian Nightmare. Being able to trade one of these fuck off tokens for your commander is always very strong. Right? 2 mana, this enters. Grahatia triggers, makes a token. And then now, whenever Grahatia dies, you can Chthonian Nightmare, sack the token, bring back Grahatia. Because 3 mana gives you 3 energy to return creatures with. Pretty fucking great. I don't like all the mana rocks. I get that we're trying to accelerate into high mana value sorceries and instants and stuff, but I would rather just run instants and sorceries that cheat their cost. It's kind of weird in the curve where we want to go, I don't like Soul Ward and Soul Attendant. I think this gains too little life. Anyway, I think you can keep some of the 2 mana ramp. I just don't think we should have as much as we do. I think you keep the talismans, you cut the signets. Isn't there one that's like whenever you make a token? Yeah, whenever one or more tokens enter, this becomes prepared, and then you can scroll boost. So this is 2 mana, make a token, 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 2 mana, make a token. Because you cast this non-creature spell, it gives you a token, it re-prepares. Whenever you cast a creature spell, yeah, not a lot else. I guess the owl doesn't work. Teza Karlov. Tokens have vigilance and lifelink. Fun. Mondrak makes double tokens. Sure, Mondrak of all the token doublers is the least offensive. Benny Brax draws you cards. Sure. Each creature with a counter on it, it has counters on it, have lifelink. When you activate an ability that isn't a mana ability, if life was paid to activate it, you may pay that much life again. So this doesn't work with your commander. I hope you know. Your commander's not an activated ability. Your commander's a triggered ability where you're paying life. So Varric doesn't actually do anything with your commander. I hope you know that. That's why I'm cutting it. If we see something later that makes it look like that wasn't why that was in there, then we can talk about it. Whenever one of our tokens enter, you drain. I lose 5 life, but I gain 1 back. Not really worth it. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, proliferate, that grows all your heroes. That's cute. I'm iffy on it. Modified creatures have lifelink, perfect. If you gain 2 or more life this turn, you will. Create a zombie token. Other creatures get +1/+1. You cast it from your graveyard as a venture until the end of your next turn. Perfect. Yeah, that sounds like fun. So for me, because we have something we want to sacrifice, I do think I'm starting to think about Sand Scout a little bit, which makes me want to go down this ramp a little bit more. Because Sand Scout is a sack outlet. I think we can cut Elspeth. Just once again, I don't really like token doublers all that much. Target non-battle permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Creature tokens. Oh, so when it flips, it gives lifelink. That's cute. I just think we have a lot of lifelinking already that we just don't need to worry about it. I'm happy to see Perplex because that triggers a lot of the life gain cards. Very cool. Target permanent gets sure protection spell. Swords. I like swords in this deck because you can gain your life back if you swords one of your own tokens. That's fine. Heliod's Intervention gains a bunch of life, is able to remove a bunch of things. Perfect. I've been off Despark. Despark's just kind of too bad, too slow. Excuse me, let me die. Ripples makes a lot of sense. I like that as a protection spell here. Although you could run like a counter spell. It does less good against like a Supreme Verdict. Yeah, I think this should just be like a negate, in all honesty. I've been off Generous Gift. I just think you can't be running these kind of like 3-mana middle tier removal spells. You should be running either big spells in this deck, or you should be running small, cheap, efficient removal spells that you can combo with a big spell. Where X is that spell's mana value. Yeah, so we're going to do Dig Through Time. Oh, Catcher's Last Mercy / Access Immortality. Oh, Catcher's Last Mercy is interesting. I think I would rather go for the one card that's like enters, toughness, life. Angelic Chorus. 5 mana. This makes a 6/6 with your commander. And then it enters, and then all future heroes give you your life back. So hear me out. Veto. Thorn of the Duskros. So Veto by himself gives all of your heroes lifelink, which lets you regain life, and basically gives them double strike. If you already have a creature in play that gives them lifelink, though, Veto just explodes the entire table. I'm not going to put in Enduring Tenacity for the reason that it is worse than Veto as a standalone card. Like, Enduring Tenacity by itself does nothing, but Veto by itself does everything. Reverse the sands, dome yourself for 8, and then take the highest life total. Ooh, like life swapping shit. Yeah, that's pretty dope. I think I would go for Profane Transfusion if we were doing that. The issue with these cards is that they are very expensive. Isn't Reverse the Sands an enchantment too that like triggers on your upkeep? No, it just happens. I think the 1 mana discount over the Profane Transfusion is worthwhile, but Profane Transfusion is really funny. Yeah, let's do Profane. I just think the big token nature of Profane Transfusion fits the theme better. So now we've swapped to not wanting ramp to wanting ramp. The issue is that our ramp is just all 2-drop ramp when it should be like 4-drop ramp. So I think personally, Whip of Erebos has got to go. It's just a little mana efficient. Tokasi's Welcome is cute. That's fine. Permanent leaves the battlefield. Oh, this is Ozolith. We just make new creatures. It's okay. Has Fear. That's just a little too inconsistent for my taste, but it makes sense. Have Vigilance. That's fine. We already have Teysa. Anointed. I don't like Anointed. I know it comes with a 5/5, but Mondrak just gives itself indestructible. Maybe just don't run any token doublers. Okay. If we're gonna run one, let's run Anointed. Just because Anointed does come with a 5/5. I'm not one to say no doublers, even though that may be right. I just think this is okay. All right, so we are now going to put in a lot of cards. I think I want to start with Sand Scout, because once again we just have this creature that we want to sack every turn. cut island, cut plains, cut swamp, cut bob, and Rafine's Tower, I guess. Do we run surveils? Okay, no, we don't. So we're not going to cut Savines. We can cut Desolate Mire. Okay, so here's where we're going to add Scavenger Grounds. Lazotep Quarry. Oh, Sack Outlet for Hildebrand here. O Pay, O Life, type Desert. And then we're going to add each of the untapped Pain Deserts. I don't think we're going to be flickering Sand Scout that much, so we're just not going to worry about any arid archway bullshit or anything like that. Just raw dog in the Sand Scout. All right, now we're going to put in Thran Dynamo. Scholar of New Horizons. Ooh, that is an interesting thought, but I don't think it's required. But let's run it anyway. Why not? Scholar is actually kind of cool too, because you can play it on turn 2 and then activate it on turn 3. Onto the battlefield tabs. Yeah. I would like to see Susser Secundi, because we do have a lot of things that give Vig, and then they have Vigilance. You swing with them, and then you tap them down to crew this, and then you start sacking the heroes to draw a bunch of cards. At this point, Weathered Wayfarer is basically a shoo-in, right? Search your library for a land card, smile, and laugh. But now we have another 1-drop here. So maybe you do Mother of Runes, and then you do Starfield Shepherd, and then you can maybe rock out with the Children of Corliss. I don't know. I don't think Children of Corliss is really required, but it is a thought. Anyway, we have Dig Through Time. Let's get like Frantic Search in here. Okay, it's RDM. Cost less each or greatest power. Stink into Stupid. Yeah, we could do Stink into Stupor. Okay, we have a lot of instants, so maybe we do Shadow of the Second Sun. This is just a nice big, basically gives you a 7/7 when it enters because of Garaha Tiha. And then end step, untap, upkeep, draw. Oh my goodness, we've untapped all our lands. Anyway, Curtain's Call. Temporal Trespass. Yeah, I like Temporal Trespass. I'm not going to add any more Delve spells, though. O-Tag, cheaper than MV, sort MV, minus type creature. I'm a slut for Delve. Then you, more than anyone, know that stacking Delve spells is typically a very bad idea. Okay. Soon, chat, soon we will get to the beautiful, huge instants and sorceries that are super cheap. All right. Revenge does work with the life gain stuff, and it works with Veto. It also works with Garaha Tiha because that's a 3-mana value commander. All right, I'm down with Revival Revenge. That's a beautiful card. Just completely accidentally run into that one. Want to chop that tree down? We could do some Miracle BS, but I don't think we need to do all that. Not of This World is fun. If you have a huge hero, you can just counter your spell and then make another 8/8 hero. Fuck it. Let's try it out. Although, hang on. I'm getting a little greedy. I just don't think these spells typically work out all that well most of the time. Because there's not a lot of times where they're like single target remove your fucking token. It's a lot more like blow up your entire board and kill you. Hour of Reckoning seems really good though. Amaria's Call. That seems better than a land. At this point, oh, Commandeer. Commandeer's a great spell. Hopefully we have the blue count for Commandeer. And at this point, I kind of want to add like Windbrisk Kites or something, because I do like Collector's Cage would also be pretty decent. Yeah, I'm not feeling too much of this. So, yeah, I'm going to add Collector's Cage. And it doesn't look like we're very blue at all. We're mostly white, so I'm just actually not putting Commandeer. Anyway, Collector's Cage enters Hideaway 5, and then you can put a counter, and then if you have 3 different powers, if you have Coven, you can free cast the spell. That's really good with all of these expensive fuck-off spells. And then I want to get some Hideaway lands in here. So I'm going to cut all the Signet lands. Okay, so we're going to add Windbrisk. And then what's the Final Fantasy one? If you control 4 or more legendary creatures, that's not happening. Okay, so only Windbrisk is happening. Submerge is a 5-mana free spell. Isn't it also like mid as fuck? If you control a forest, yeah. If they control a forest, you control an island. That's not happening. Not every game, anyway. Yeah, Shadow the Second Son's very good in this deck. They're just very instant heavy. So, we made some more room. Maybe we just need more ramps. So I'm probably going to do Phyrexian Metamorph. If you name hero, I wonder. No, this is wrong, right? I kind of want to try it out, though. I can't help but feel like it's secretly going to just actually be good. Because, like, I'm looking at this like it's a Sisay's ring. And in fact, I'm going to cut probably the blue and black talisman for a Worn Power Stone. So, a lot more ramp now in terms of, like, card quality. I'm so close to risking this hand just because we can go Arcane Signet into Thran Dynamo, but we need to top deck 3 lands. It's okay. We'll get a land this turn. Watch this, chat. Is this keepable? I don't think so. It doesn't really do much. This does everything. Okay, great. Draw. White. Weather Wayfarer. That last hand, if it had Weather Wayfarer in it, is such a fucking keep. It's insane. Weather Wayfarer is broken. Winnowing seems good. It seems good until you realize that, like, it doesn't do anything against creature type decks, which is, like, most of what you're going to be facing randomly. This is my Dragon's deck. And then you go Winnowing, and then nothing matters, right? Because typically Dragon decks don't run much else besides Dragons. Yeah, for each player, choose a creature that player controls. Okay, great. Here's my Goblins deck. Guess what they're only running? Goblin. Yeah, it's just very inconsistent. Not a big fan. Anyway, Weather Wayfarer. Next turn. Windbrisk Kites. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put Starfield Shepherd under the Windbrisk Kites. Next turn. At this point, you can now probably activate Weather Wayfarer. Meticulous Archive. Surveil 1. Graveyard Command Tower. Next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thran. Next turn. Island. 1, 2, 3. Garahatia. Pass. Oh, Chroma's Will. Form of protection spell. Okay, here's where we go ham. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, that's triple white. Dink. Okay, Marius Call. Oop. Angel. Combat. Attack with the 5/5, which is indestructible, so you might as well swing your all board. All right, next turn. Watery Grave. And then this turn, black, blue, 1, 2. Lethal, not Lethal Scheme. Ancient Excavation. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 lands. Dope. Anyway, combat, swing. Or just those 3. Dink, Starfield Shepherd. Get mom. Black, 1, 2, 3. Lethal Scheme. Oh, the Decorum Dissertation's kind of fun. All right, like this is doing stuff. I kind of like the White Lotus style with Gratia because it's just kind of fun that this fucking like just comes with a 5/5. Gush is fine. I just don't want to unramp myself in this fucking huge instant sorcery deck. You know what I mean? Oh, you can run Dollhouse of Horrors. Wait. Dollmaker's Shop. So, this can be played as 2 mana, but creatures have base power and toughness equal to number of creatures you control. The heroes have counters, so this grows them super big, and then this is also a good early game play, and then it's also a good late game play, and it's also a good play to cheat off of Windbrisk Kites or Collector's Cage. And in fact, I'm going to add Muddle, because Muddle the Mixture Collector's Cage is just a nice wombo. And Muddle's just a perfectly serviceable card as is. All right, Void Rend out. Changeling X, that's Mirror Entity. It's okay. 3 Tree City for 3 Tree City is different because it costs mana to activate. So you need like 8 heroes to like get super mana positive there. Whereas like you only need like 3 for this one to be that good. Because if this is ever 3 heroes, it's a Thran Dynamo. If you ever have more, it's gravy. If you have 2, it's a Worn Power Stone. I'm literally fine if this is just has 2 heroes in play. Like, if this taps for 2 mana, I'm okay with it. If it taps for any more, I'm very happy. Still taps for colorless 2 and doesn't ETB. Taps, that's beautiful. It's doing a very different thing than the rest of the deck, and it taps for colorless. That's not an upside. That's negative. We have a triple pip commander, and then we have all these triple pip cards that are all disparate mana costs. Not a good card. Do not run 3 Tree City. Putting my foot down. If you have 8 heroes, you win. You explode your opponents because they're all fucking 9/9s. Not interested in 3 Tree, I'm afraid. Mirror Reef could be a fun card. Oh, yeah, because they're still going to have the counters on them. That's kind of interesting. Luxor could be good with single target huge creatures. I guess so. I'm just more like interested in the tempo half of this deck where we're like countering spells and stuff. I don't need to make 140-40. I can just beat you to death over like 3 turns with a 15-15 or like a 9-9 rather. and just hold up counter magic and stuff, and then you're dead. Okay, I think I'm gonna cut to Kasu's Welcome. Like, I like Caretaker's Talent a lot more, etc. Okay, this is doable. So I feel like the ramp is a lot more consistent now, just because like all the ramp cards also come with creatures, and on top of this, all of the ramp cards are very high floor. Right, like here's Phyrexian Metamorph copying Arcane Signet instead of a creature. So we can go white, blue, 1. Commander. Oh, you want to deal with my commander? Do you want to discard your hand? Just asking a question, dog. Next turn. Ipnu Rivulet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So X is 5. We'll gain 5 life. And then make a 8/8. Okay, great. Polluted Delta. Move to combat, swing an 8/8 at you. Pass. And you go white, blue. No more lies or play. White, blue. Permission denied your play. Crack this. Do we have Surveillance? I hope we do. I don't think we do, but... Yes, we do. Okay. Shadowy Backstreet. Surveil 1. Graveyard Island. Next turn. Okay, Swamp. Okay, we're getting flooded. Maybe we want to go down a land. Just 1. That's pretty cool. So yeah, we can get Rafine's Tower out of here since we already have a bunch of surveils. And now we have 1 more slot to play with. Might want another ramp card, but maybe we just want a card advantage spell. Some like big X draw spell, maybe. Varric doesn't work with the commander's trigger. Yeah. We cut... Varric's not in the deck. What's up? Oh, they meant it as a ramp card, Varric. Yeah, I don't know. You just have to draw a fetch land. It's kind of weird. What about Season of Weaving? Season of Weaving makes sense. It might be better than Perplexing Test or Hour of Reckoning. I'm willing to buy that Season of Weaving is better than Hour of Reckoning. We have 1 more slot. I kind of just like want a big card draw spell. Pull from Tomorrow. That's what I was thinking, but like there has to be something better than pull. There just has to be. We could do like a Treasure Cruise. No more delve spells. We already have 2 delve spells. It's already kind of greedy. Oh, we can do the MDFC, Waterlogged Teachings. Waterlogged Teachings is Dig Through Time for 6 mana. Curtain's Call, it's right here. You're blind. All right. Beautiful. Oh my god, this hand's gorgeous. Chefette Dunes. Next turn. Morphic Pool. Maybe counter your spell, I don't know. 1/2. Sand Scout. If near Deadlands. Island. Next turn. Okay, perfect. Because now we can go Island. Black, blue, white. Gorahatia. Blue, blue. Muddle your spell. Make a 3/3 hero. Next turn. Godless Shrine. Pass. Hold up, sink into stupor if you don't have to stink into stupid anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Avengers assemble on your second main phase before your end step. Oh my goodness, look at that. Make a hero token. Oh my goodness, look at that. Put 6 counters or put 5 counters on it. Oh my gosh, we draw a card. Like, this feels pretty good. I don't know. This is cool. All right, now next turn, untap, upkeep, draw. Marsh Flats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, we can just pass. Just hold up Clever Concealment. Well, you attack, but then you pass. These have +2/+2. Holy fuck. Anyway, crack Marsh Flats. Type. Or a type planes. Meticulous Archive. Surveil 1. Everything comes to dust. I think I'll keep that on top. 1, 2, 3, 4. End step, just Clever Concealment. Just get a token and a card draw. Next turn. Hollowed Fountain, just shock it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Everything comes to dust. I mean, you might as well convoke Sand Scout. It's better than blowing it up. Okay, blow up everything that isn't human scout. Maybe you don't tap this then. Just blow up all non-heroes, non-cats, non-wizards. Because there's a lot of humans and there's a lot of scouts in this game, so maybe just sacking the Sand Scout's worth it. Anyway, swing with these two. Oh, you're talking about Discord. Discord recommendations. I see. I was very confused. Yeah, Curtain's Call's already in, which is nice. I think this is feeling pretty good now. That game felt pretty good. I'm really excited about the Waterlog Teachings now. Anyway. Dude, I'm so mad because there's these fucking, like, you guys are talking about sour gummies in chat. Half the edibles I have that, like, I get. Oh my god, lettuce, you're, like, really right in the nick of time. I was about to say, well, we don't have lettuce, so I guess we gotta end the stream. So, no, there's these fucking, like, every time I buy edibles from the fucking dispensary up the road, every time I eat them, they're fucking delicious. Every single one of them. I'm just mad they're not candy. Anyway, lettuce just in the lick of time. I'm not even talking about edibles. I know. I know. I never said so. Replaces some other ramp with Deep Gnome. I don't like how inconsistent Deep Gnome is. If you're running Deep Gnome, you need to have, like, Path, Winds of Abandon, and, like, you need to have, like, the whole gambit of, like, ramp, Erode. If you run all of those and, like, Wan Shi Tong and basically just everything that, like, punishes shuffling and searching, Demolition Field, Field of Ruin are fun with those. If you're doing that kind of strategy in white, then I'm down with the funny Deep Gnome, but until then, no. I don't really like Deep Gnome otherwise. Deep Gnome is fine. Let me emphasize, Deep Gnome is okay. It's a very okay card. It's just it's too inconsistent for my liking. So I don't typically run it unless I know it's going to give me value. What candy do you like? I'm trying to think. I like any sour candy. I have, like, literally, like, sour Fun Dip right next to me. Fun Dip is legitimately, like, the perfect split between, like, it's a sour sugary treat and then it also just isn't that many calories. Like, I think if you ate this entire packet of Fun Dip, do you know how many calories that is? Ooh. Hey, Elk, did you ever work on a walker deck? In a walker deck? Are you talking about, like, do I have a Planeswalker list? Because if you're asking if I have a Planeswalker deck, I do. It's right here, Joe Mama. I also like sour taffy. Like any taffy that's like sour, I'm a big fan of. I would eat this on stream, but I don't want my entire tongue becoming blue. Anyway, this is a Planeswalker deck, if that's what you were asking for. The joke here is that Eartha Joe doubles targeted abilities. These Planeswalkers, they all have targeted abilities on them. And the joke here is if you go like Eartha Joe turn 4, turn 5, Elspeth, choose target creature, put a counter on it, and a counter from among flying, vigilance, lifelink, or vigilance. So you plus on here, it gets a counter, flying, counter, vigilance, swing with Eartha Joe. You can also tap the mercenary she makes to give her another +2/+0. So she's doing 6 damage. Next turn, either you have just drawn the Jeska, or you tutor her with Call the Gatewatcher, Search for Glory to get Jeska, and then with your remaining 3 mana, you play Jeska. And then what you do is you plus Elspeth again, you put another counter on Eartha Joe, and you give her lifelink. You put another counter on Eartha Joe. She gets Vigilance again, or First Strike. So now she's a Baneslayer Angel with Vigilance. And then you tap the Mercenary, another +2/+0. So she has 8 power. Jeska minuses 9 times 8. She will be doing fucking, how much is it? It's 72. She'll do 72 commander damage to the next player she hits. Which kills people. That'll kill a player. So that's the God curve, is you could technically, theoretically kill someone on turn 6. Isn't Jeska a +0? Yeah, what about it? What's happening? What's wrong? And? Like, yeah, what? Huh? Yeah, it's a +0. That has nothing to do with anything. You said minuses. Oh, you activate Jeska. That's what I mean. You activate Jeska on Eartha Joe. And then you Legion Leadership Eartha Joe with like your Honor Worn Chakra. This card's funny. You can tap your Planeswalkers for mana. Really cool card in a Planeswalker deck. Anyway, yeah, I've been having a lot of fun playtesting it. I do need to emphasize that this is not the final build of this deck. I would say this is about 80% of the way to feeling good, though, which is pretty good. 80% is passing. That's a B-. So, I know Farewell isn't in it. Farewell would be very bad in this deck. You need a mix of creatures and Planeswalkers to close out the game. It is, if anything, this is kind of like a token deck. We're running like a Johnny and shit. Like, this deck does go wide. Because all the Elspeths make human tokens, all the Ajani likes tokens, Eartha makes tokens. Farewell would legitimately be very bad in this deck. All right, anyway, we have a deck review to do. Enough talking about my deck. Let's talk about this deck right here. Nico, Light of Hope. I will be present. Lettuce. My deck's game plan is a blink-focused control deck with the main win con of establishing an overwhelming board state using Nico's ability to convert shards into an important creature that can win on the spot. A few ways the deck wins is through Glaring Fleshraker due to the exponentially increased damage. Yep, I'm seeing the vision. We're doing Nico shit. I understand Nico shit. Trust me. I'm trying to make the deck a bracket 4 deck, but I want to avoid running fast manageable if it's feasible. If you are playing bracket 4, you are not allowed to fucking hold any bars. I'm sorry. It's just... There's no time for purity in bracket 4. Are we doing bracket 4 or 3? Yeah, like, we're just kind of missing the plot here. I'm looking for ways to make the draws feel more powerful. No budget restriction. I'm not willing to cut Beguiler Wills. That's fine. So, why can't there be a bracket 3 no game changer limit bracket? Because I don't know. Because I don't know. If you want to make this deck bracket 3 though, I can aid in that a lot. It's actually very simple to make this deck bracket 3. You go this, out. This, out. This, out. Okay, you're free. You are now in bracket 3. Congratulations. and then gets Okay, listen, what you're typing in chat right now is literally just like, you need to find a new game store, dog. Time to invest in a new game store, bud. Oh, I prefer bracket 3 anyway. Dope. Listen, I'm just gonna... If it's really like your game store calls Unlimited Game Changers bracket 4, then we can go ahead. What would you add for bracket 4? Probably some insane combo shit. Stacks pieces, like hard stacks. I'd probably want to do like back to basic stuff. Just like enchantment stacks. You definitely need a Teleria West. Okay, great. You already have it. My fault. I didn't see it. Sorry for interrupting. Oh, no, don't worry about it. You're good. You're good. So what would you add for bracket 4? Also faster mana. Yeah, Nico is 4 mana. You just... Elspeth, out of here. Like, you need to be very mana efficient for bracket 4. It needs to be killing people by like turn, I would say 5 or 6 on consistently. And for that, I'm going to say you're going to need more fast mana. Like, legitimately, there's just... T-Pro shouldn't be a game changer. I firmly disagree with you, but that's okay. You're allowed to have opinions. Like, I don't even know if I would do the Spell Speaker Archaeomancer shit. I might even move to, like, Isochron Scepter chant. Or, like, a ISO chant. Because, you have Archaeomancer. So, Archaeomancer plus Isochron Scepter, or plus chant, plus, like, a Kaikar. Would be pretty bracket 4. You could also do Teferi Displacer Kitten combos. A Displacer Kitten might be a fun angle for this deck, where it flickers Nico and you get the shards. Right? That's what this card says. It's hard to read that one. So yeah, it would be probably Displacer Kitten combo if we wanted to go to bracket 4. Is that something you're interested in? Because we can talk about Displacer Kitten combo, and how to make this deck go like Turbo Blitz Explosion mode. While still not maybe losing the charm of using Nico. Yee? Okay, great. We're going to cut Thought Vessel. Oh, I fucking love Jezebel. This song's so cool. I think this should just be a, okay, we can put Rift back in, and we can run Winds of Abandon. And just do that as our board clears. Because I do think this is still a combat kind of focused deck, where it is a little bit important just to go like, okay, remove all your blockers, kill you with our attacking creatures. I'm sorry, Elk, if the candy thing offended you. What? Huh? What are we talking about? I think Elishorn's just too slow. It's an okay card, but twice as many tokens are created instead. That's really cute, but I don't think it's good. Peregrine Drake. Holy fuck, what are we doing here? Wait. Do we have Deadeye? What's going on? Why do we have Peregrine Drake? I'm scared. The candy situation? What candy situation? Now I'm getting offended, because I don't know what you're fucking talking about. Is it the conversation about candy, or how is that offensive? What? I'm offended you think I find that offensive? You know. I don't! I don't know! Archaeomancer, Flicker, and Drake. Ah, I see. Yeah. You have a Ghostly Flicker. Ghostly Flicker, Peregrine Drake. Okay. I'm seeing the vision there. So. Pirated copy feels a little slow. Okay, so. Let's lock the fuck in. We're going to put in Displacer Kitten. Displacer Kitten's already in. Okay, Displacer Kitten's already in. I'm just blind, by the way, chat. We're going to put in Coveted Jewel. Coveted Jewel is one of the most broken cards you can have with Displacer Kitten. Full stop. Every time you cast it on a creature spell, you draw 3 cards and make 3 mana. Insane. Teferi Time Raveler. And this will make sense in a second. Teferi's just a good card generally. He's a silence, stuff like that. But also, if you run like Mishra's Bauble, Mox Amber, mana value equals 1, mana Crypt, mana Vault, Felia, and Felia's in here because it can flicker mana Vault and reset it. Don't like Starfield Vocalist. I don't like the ETB doublers. I'm sorry. They're just not that good. Less than equal number creature control, sure. I think these are just too low impact to be good targets. Yeah, Hero of Bladehold is a fun one. Hero of Bladehold. Mother of Runes, yeah, Mom. It's always just a good inclusion. Maybe Starfield Shepherd. You can cheat it with Felia. Kaikar, or Orim's Chant. Because Orim's Chant, if you kick it, and then you have Displacerkin can flicker Archaeomancer. Archaeomancer gets back the Orim's Chant. That's pretty strong. You can also just Orim's Chant before you start doing your combo bullshit, which just locks someone out from interacting with you. Final inclusion. Let's just do like a frantic search. All right, let's play test this. I wouldn't keep this hand. I would keep this one though. All right, draw. Command Tower. Next turn. Plains. Very Mastermind. Next turn. Flood Farm Verge. Exile your creature. Draw a card. Azorius Chancery. Okay, we need a lot more fast mana. Okay. We are so close to greatness here. Okay. Begin next end step. Okay, so flicker this. These become copies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everything becomes a copy of your thing. Swing, swing, swing. And then end step, this returns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now you're able to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so you tap for 6 mana here. 1, 2, 3. Ghostly Flicker. 2 things. This resets Nico, gives you 2 more shards back. And then this untaps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can go 1, 2, 3. So this is 7. Cyclonic Rift. Dink, dink. Flicker, then return. Nico, get another 2 shards. And then you untap for this turn. They don't have any blockers. 1, 2. Oh, this is not a Soul Ring anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dink, Quantum Rizzler. Hollowed Fountain. 1, 2. Here's all these non-summoning 6 shards that are now Quantum Rizzlers. And then you explode someone. Like, this feels like a nice, fair plan. Okay, this hand is kind of decent. Plains. Next turn. Okay, great. 1, 2. Azorius Signet. Next turn. How to do this? 1-2 Fellware Stone, Azorius Chancery, bounce Plains. Next turn. Plains. One or not Plains. Sarah Sanctum. 1-2. Or not 1-2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nico. Get 2 shards. Shard. We now have 3 mana. Pass. Flicker, Nico. Get 2 more shards. Next turn. Plains. Oh, fuck. Candlekeep Sage. Oh, my God. 1, 2, 3. Candlekeep Sage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Filter for blue. Displacer Kitten. Mishra's Bauble. Flicker, Nico. Draw a card. Enters, draw a card. 1, 2 shards. Is Displacer Kitten trigger. Flicker, Arcane Signet. Or Zori Signet. 1, 2, 3. Ghostly Flicker. Both. Not both of these. Just Displacer Kitten, I guess. Oh, no, you can flicker 2 artifacts. Oh, wait, chat. Okay, flicker these 2 artifacts. Tap Fellwar Stone to activate Azorius Signet. Oh, wait, hang on. Because there's going to be a trigger from Displacer Kitten first to flicker the Fellwar Stone. So we'll add 1 mana of any color. And then it gets flickered. And then you use it to activate Azorius Signet. Now we're correct. Wait, no, because you want to... No, but you flicker Nico with the ghost. No, because we targeted both of these. So actually, we don't flicker this with Displacer Kitten. We flicker Nico. And draw 2 cards. Okay, great. White. Swords to Plowshares. Displacer Kitten. Flicker Nico. By the way, we get 2 more shards. That draws us another 2 cards. And then now we pass. Crack this. Draw a card. Begin next upkeep. All right. Next turn. So anyway, we kind of just went insane-o. 1, 2, 3, 4. Curiosity Crafter. 1, 2. Shards become copies of Curiosity Crafter. Draw 10 cards. Oh, wait. No, how many cards we draw? We draw a billion cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be like 50 billion. 11 times this. So draw 55 cards. And then you win. Well, drawing 55 cards doesn't deck you out. Anyway, you can see how much more insane that becomes if you have Coveted Jewel. If anything, I kind of want to go down Spellseeker. I get Spellseeker's probably like the step... Oh, we don't even have step through. Okay, Archimancer is fine. I think Fairy Artisans is too slow. It's a fun card, but it's just too slow. Nesting Dovehawk's too slow. What I want to do, Aerial Extortionist, is kind of too slow, but it's okay. I like Riptide Gearhike. Okay, so I think we should add a bunch more non-creatures to this deck. The only question is what non-creature should be adding? Maybe like a Sajiri Shelter. Oh, Mana Belts. Force of Will. Fierce. Because we're doing bracket 4. How many non-croaking blue creatures do we have? Like, next to none. I don't know if I like Flare of Denial. Maybe just run actual counterspell. But we're getting kind of weird with like how many counterspells we're running. Maybe just run cantrips like Preordain and Ponder. Just kind of some glue. Keep the things going. Because these turn into rituals with Coveted Jewel. Gotta go, Elky. Good stream. Yeah, see ya. Bye. Thank you for showing up. All right, great. Also, we have a combo with Displacer Kitten where you can go minus Teferi on a 0-drop artifact or a mana-positive artifact, and then replay it. Displacer Kitten flickers Teferi. You draw your whole deck. You make infinite mana. I'm just gonna like tutor up a couple cards here just to kind of like show you what this kind of Displacer Kitten line looks like with the Coveted Jewel. And you'll see very quickly how this is like just turbo bracket 4. Very good. Surveil 1. Graveyard the Gearhulk. Next turn. Adhikar Waste. 1/2. Azorius Signet. No, let's do Talisman of Progress, and then you can Island Cycle this. Island, close. Okay, great. Next turn. Don't play your land yet. You got to play Sand Scout first. Type Desert. Get Lonely Arroyo. Play Island as land for turn. 1/2. Play Azorius Signet. Next turn. So here we are. We've ramped a ton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coveted Jewel. Draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Tap Coveted Jewel. Honestly, you might just pass here. Tap for 2 white. Play Felia. Next turn, someone stole your Coveted Jewel. That's fine. Attack with Felia. Flicker the Coveted Jewel. It'll come back under your control the next end step. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's Displacer Kitten. You control, yeah. Okay, Felia returns it. Here's Coveted Jewel. And then you pass now. 1, 2. And then on this turn, what you can do is go Dink. Frantic Search. Someone tried to steal your jewel. Flicker it. Draw 2. Discard 2. And then untap 3 lands. And then draw 3 cards because you flicker the jewel. And then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Cyclonic Rift, flicker the jewel, draw 3 cards. Okay, great. You're trying to do more shit to my jewel, man. Haven't you learned that the jewel's impossible to take? You can like just cast Solitude or something. Deal with your creature that's trying to attack me. Next turn, here you win. You literally win the game if you untap with this. Because here, float a mana. So flicker first, draw 3. And then you draw 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, and here you're just... How do you lose? And there's certain lines you can take where you Coveted Jewel and Displacer Kitten all in one turn. If you ever untap with Displacer Kitten and get to play Coveted Jewel, you win. Yeah, great. I think this is about good to go. If you want to downshift this down to bracket 3, Force out, T-Pro out, Fierce Guardianship out, Mana Vault out, Cyclonic Rift out, Displacer Kitten maybe out, and then you just run more creatures that deal like combat damage triggers and like attack triggers and stuff. So those all work really well. Enigma Jewel, I think Enigma Jewel is slightly too slow. I like that it works with Nico very well. It just doesn't work with the rest of the deck kind of in a very particularly great way. It's fine though. I would not fault anyone for putting it in this deck. We do have Starfield Shepherd, so you could do something like Omen Hawker as well. That might be a fun bracket 3 side grid. If you want to downshift this to 3, you could run Omen Hawker instead of one of these cards. And then, you know, now it gets got by Starfield Shepherd. That's kind of like playing a Worn Power Stone, which, because this can, it's 3 mana when you do Starfield Shepherd into this, and then it starts working with Nico. Displacer plus Coveted equals bracket 4. That's not necessarily what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that this is a combo that is conducive to being a very powerful thing. This is in Vintage Cube. This is like literally some vintage decks can do this. It's very fringe, not really like meta decks, but like this is seen experimentation in Vintage. Coveted Jewel is just a really fucked up card when you use it for a combo application like this. So it's not that these two necessarily together in the same deck make the deck bracket 4. It's just like when you have these two cards and Mana Vault and Mox Amber and Teferi and the free magic and like, yeah, it's gonna add up to be a bracket 4 deck. This is a bracket 4 kind of list right now. Like, this is a very strong combo. Please do not sleep on Coveted Jewel. Okay. Listen, YouTube, that does it for us. Thank you all for stopping by, everyone. Check the video description below if you want to get your deck reviewed. Check it out, you know. Helps the channel a lot. Thank you. Bye.